Hey guys, when the difference between winning and losing comes down to quality, choose Addicted Marine Performance Parts. What do they do, Hayden?
You know what? They're your go-to source for high-quality billet aluminium parts. Originally engineered for the intensity of race boats, but now it's available to upgrade your ski boat.
Very nice.
You know, they also specialise in cab plate hardware, performance-driven steering components and internal fit-out accessories. And they also supply Argo V drives and all the accessories to go along with them.
That they do. If you demand the best in marine components, remember one name, Addicted Marine Performance Parts.
Everybody out there, I want to know, who wants to go fast? Let's go one
Welcome back to another episode of the High Speed Garage. Coming to you live from Berry Hotel.
Hang on, just me and Mikey got something for you. Oh yeah, that's a good one.
They were good.
I love it. Cheers, Mikey.
Mate. Yeah, thank you.
Cheers, boys.
Thank you, boys.
As you
Round
heard,
one's
we've got
done.
a special guest on. He's not really a guest, he's just chilling out, hanging in for the standard episode for the week. So
He had nothing else to do.
Yeah, this was a good excuse to get out of the heat, to be honest.
Shout out to the sponsors as well, Elite Forklifts and Access Equipment, Contrast Printing, Chop Sanitizing, and, of course, Addicted Marine Performance Parts.
Legends, those blokes, I heard.
Yeah, we are actually getting a delivery from Addicted Marine this week for my race boat.
You are.
Yeah, how we going, boys?
Good.
Let's just rip straight into our
It's been a week.
from week at Mildura. How'd we all go?
Well, we broke some shit. The first day and a half for us was awesome. We just kept on getting better and better. The boat was really performing nicely. But that last race that I did was I think it's heat 3 before, like, when we were qualifying to get into the semis.
Rapid charge.
Before we got I missed the repechage because it wouldn't go.
I tried to wait for you.
Yeah, man.
tried.
Mary pushed everyone back. She even put like 105 race in to get us out there.
Yeah, she did a good job.
The boys were thrashing it. We broke the seal in the snout, so all the oil out of the blower gearbox was blowing all over the back of the boat. We broke the exhaust pipe, and then when we were fixing that, we looked at the dash. I drove the thing back into the beach. Not badly that time.
I was about to say.
So you didn't touch the retainer wall, that one.
Why don't we just tell everyone what actually happened there?
Yeah, onto the beach.
Well, we'll go back to that. I was coming into the beach, and the thing, we reckon the throttle stop had jammed it a little bit, like the throttle pedal had jammed a little bit. It was only just open. And as I'm coming in, I'm like, fuck, this is coming a little bit fast. And so I just tried to pull it out of gear early, and mate, it was solid. And I went to go up to flick it off. I thought, nah, and just grabbed the handle and just shoved it forward as hard as I could. But yeah, by that time, the thing was already just about at the beach. Brett and
High five in the crowd.
Yeah, man. I'd already had the shits before that because like we still had more work to do on the boat. It was getting better. It was still being a turd.
I'm waiting for someone to do a beach Daz, bro.
Oh yeah, no, it was definitely beach Daz, bro. I got it onto the beach, and then straight away, everyone that was close just came and grabbed the boat while there was still a heap of water rushing around underneath the boat, and just pushed it back. They pushed it off the beach pretty easily, but yeah, it was pretty annoying that it did get beached.
Yeah.
It's pretty deep there, though, eh? Not.
It drops off. It drops off
real
well.
quick.
Yeah.
As soon as they lifted the nose, the whole thing just sort of floated off it.
Yeah.
It wasn't real bad.
Your fin would have been only thing in the sand.
Yeah, that's
Props
right.
on that weren't there.
Yeah, no, the
Nah,
fin-
they would not.
No.
You could go up at 30 mile an hour. I reckon you'd take a while.
Oh, that's
before
what he did about 50.
I was going to say. Like, it'd take you a fair while.
Yeah, no, it ended up fine. But yeah, in that race, as I came into the water, like I drove it back to the bank, and unfortunately, it just made a mess. We fixed the mess, and then as we're getting ready to go out, and the dash comes up saying sensor out of range. So what we found is that it seems that the ECU has rattled itself apart or something like that. But we think,
The ECU.
yeah.
Yeah, right.
But it's not only that. There was some wires that seemed to have been rubbing up against something or whatever, because before when we were packing everything up, the battery wasn't isolated, and a couple of the wires started arcing out. So we haven't diagnosed properly what it was, but we're believing it's the computer. But then the wiring loom's sort of telling us a different thing as well. So right this second, the boys are back at the motel or the accommodation we're staying, putting a brand new, what are they? A Nexus R5 from Haltech. So
Yeah,
that all got delivered down. That was pretty awesome. One of our mates, Billy Joe from Sydney, he ran around to Dale Hellier, and then ran across to Haltech, got some parts off both of them, then dropped it off to the Land Transport Yard in Erskine Park, and within 24 hours of making the decision we needed this stuff, it was in Mildura. It was in Berry.
Yeah,
at
that's
our
awesome.
That's
accommodation.
phenomenal.
So Land Transport really MVP. That was awesome.
Yeah.
That's wicked.
Yeah, it's cool as.
Yeah, and then we've got more cav gear coming and all sorts of stuff because, yeah, we're not getting enough travel. I thought that I was getting enough travel, but, yeah, it's definitely – I'm coming out of a corner, standing on the plate, and that's still – the thing just releases sometimes when it wants to. And it's a real
The
bastard.
same as what Michael's is doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think mine's corner speed, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm too slow going around a corner. You can't accelerate from that slow. It's just impossible.
Yeah, you get too much prop slip, and then when the prop grips, it's
It
the
just
wrong
goes
kind of
straight
prop
up.
slip. It's like a full cavitation, not like a slip of the prop.
Yeah.
I'm having the same drama because I put the wing on the boat and it won't corner now, so I'm gonna rip it off.
Boats do look cool with a wing, though.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sold on it. Everyone else likes it. I'm not. I've never been a wing fan. I've always thought they're a band-aid fix
agreed.
thing.
Well, they are,
Yeah.
realistically.
Yeah, correct. So, and I don't know. To me, I really liked the look of my boat without the wing. So, I'm going to try it without it because what it was fixing is probably not worth what it's causing in terms of corner speed. So, yeah, I was really struggling to get that thing out of the corners this weekend. And it wasn't the extra power in the boat that actually made it easier. The more power I had, the easier it was. But it was just what Nudo said, corner speed was killing it. And I reckon, I had a long discussion with Josh about this, with the way you're set up. And, doing those longer arms is definitely going to help. But, you also got to make sure that, like, my pedal moves probably, like, from dead vertical, I can touch the pedal on the floor of the cell.
Oh,
That's
wow.
how much travel I have.
Yeah, but my legs are about half as long
Yeah, I
as
know.
yours too.
But I start like, and to be honest, I start real cramped. Like I literally have to physically lift my leg and put it on the cav plate pedal. I can't pull it back when I'm belted up because of the way the belts are. It jams up that part of your leg. So, I think that will also help you too in terms of
Yeah, I'm really
the more
hoping
travel.
so.
The more travel you can get out of the foot and less aggressive with it. You just come out of the corner, smash them, and then it'll definitely help.
I made my cav arms longer on one side during the last weekend, to try and make it turn a little better. Don't know whether it really helped or not.
Did that
but
affect
it
you down
seemed
the
to
straight?
work. Nah, because I didn't actually wind
Didn't really
the plate
cover it.
down. I
Yeah.
just made it longer on the rocker arm at the
So you're
top.
twisting the plate further.
Yeah, so I just moved the plate further with the same pedal push. But
Yeah, okay.
yeah, it seemed to, I don't know. It's a bit hard to tell because I kind of, in that heat, I was sort of on the outside and it rolled around the outside a couple of ways reasonably quick. That's probably the quickest I've probably turned the boat, and it come out of the corner sweet. So that's when I put it down to corner speed coming out.
Sunday morning.
Yeah, Sunday.
I did think that turned really well.
Yeah.
I did see you go around the outside. I was like,
We made
and it
we
turned
made,
really good.
We made a couple more changes yesterday to see if we can get it any better, but don't know. I think the boat design needs a little bit of work before we can get it to turn awesome like the rest of yours, but we'll get there. It's running all right. I had a fucking fire though, which is a pain in the ass.
Yeah, we both had fires. Yeah, that's not good.
You have one too?
Yeah, that's what I was saying about the two wires rubbing together.
Oh, yeah.
It went from wires that are rubbery and normal, and then all of a sudden all the smoke fell out of them. I don't know what happened.
Yeah. You can't put it back in either.
No.
Don't you hate that? Disappearing act.
Yeah, I rang up Repco and asked for some more smoke for these wires, and they said, no, can't put it back in.
Is it auto or manual?
What's
You
the
got a
VIN
reg
number?
number?
No, with Michael's one, we were lucky. Come back to the bank and you could see the heat plume coming off it. I was like, oh, yeah, that's just coming back running out of fuel. It's just getting hot, whatever, after a race. Come back in, held it, just holding it, just whatever. And then Will Parker's standing on the bank watching, come up and goes, that's leaking fuel out of that fitting at the barrel valve.
Oh, shit.
And I went, oh yeah, righto. So Brennan reached his hand over there to tighten up to stop the drip. And he goes, oh, fuck, that's hot. Fuck, righto. Oh, that's hot. Okay, it's just hot because it's come back. And he's sitting there looking at the bottom of the boat and just watches cable tie melt.
Oh, shit.
Fuck, this is on fire.
Yeah, couldn't see no
Couldn't
flames.
see a thing.
Couldn't see not one thing.
How dangerous is that? Like, I know that
Yeah.
that you can't see it, but then when you actually hear that someone like Brendan Mason is not an idiot, and for him to walk up and go, "Holy shit, that's hot," and then look down and see a cable tie melting, and then realise it's on fire. Holy shit, that's bad.
Luckily enough, it only singed one return line for the oil system, but when we changed it or took it off,
Yeah, I took it off.
and yeah, it was
Coupling the cable ties and it's good to go.
yeah, cleaning
all
it was
the
a
shit
fucking
out,
pain in the
yeah.
ass.
Everything went black after a while.
No, it was
it's
powder,
just
so
all
I've
the
got the
powder
fire extinguisher.
Oh, yeah, that's a bastard. Yep.
But Brendan straight away went to the back of the boat and just pulled the bungs out.
Mm-hmm.
Before we even had the fire
Yeah.
extinguisher, the bungs were out.
The bungs out, fill it with water.
Smart, very smart.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
Yeah, hopefully I don't have another one of them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No, believe it or not, I nearly had the same thing happen.
Oh, yeah?
That's good. And I tell you what,
The cool thing to do, isn't it?
oh, it was fantastic. But I was lucky. Mine only did it under pressure. So,
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so we couldn't see it, and it was actually still tight, but it was not quite tight enough.
It was
and
firm, not tight.
Yeah. So when it went in, so the fuel line from the barrel valve to the block for the injectors.
Distribution block, yeah.
Yeah. It had come off there, so lucky it's at the back of the engine, so it was going straight out the back of the boat.
Oh,
but
yeah.
it was only coming out when I was going flat out, and this was
Oh,
on
yeah.
Saturday. And Tom said to me, he goes, I can see something coming off the back of the blower, eh? And we checked all the lines, and we're like, no, I can't see anything because it looked like it was coming out of the
little ones.
the nozzles.
Yeah.
So anyway, so they checked it, and no, can't find it. So then Bailey Canara actually put a GoPro on the boat, and he goes, after he's gone through the footage, he goes, hey, come here for a second. I said, yeah, and he goes, is that normal? I'm like, nah. That's not normal at all. And yeah, got a dash spanner and just put it in 2 full turns out of it.
Holy shit.
Back
Yeah,
on,
yeah, right.
But because it was still tight, because it's got a rubber O-ring, it wasn't.
Oh,
Ah,
yeah. So it
yeah.
wasn't. So when they checked it by hand, I said, right, now we check things with spanners,
Yeah.
not hand anymore.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
because same thing, that could have been a fire, and you wouldn't know.
Easily.
Yeah, well, this when I noticed there was a haze at the back of the hat. I was like, oh motherfucker, this thing's starting to breathe. Like, because I've sort of got a bit of an oil issue, but not really. So fucking hell. And then didn't think nothing of it. Come back and was, oh, there's no oil in the boat, whatever. And yeah, next minute, fucking on fire.
Oopsie.
So everyone was happy with how they went? Happy with where you are in the points?
Yeah. Well, did you want to jump onto the points?
Yeah, run through them. Let's see who's where.
I've actually the boys at the challenge have listed the points through the week, but I've actually broken it down because there's a lot of double ups. So I looked at it and I was like, oh well, I'm way off, but because of the double ups, we've actually brought it back in pretty close. So
It makes you feel a little bit better. You're
Yeah,
still
so-
in the position you were in.
I'm still in the same position, but it's. I thought I was
You're a lot
7-8,
closer than you think
but
you
I'm
are.
actually equal something else.
Yeah.
So in first place, we've got Chris Palmer on 28 points.
Killing it.
We've got Laid On in 23 points. El Cid from the States, that's in 22 points, but he's equal with Troy Marlin in 22 points. So that's equal 3. Equal 4th, we've got Odin and Decision in 19 points. In 5th place, we've got Nathan Barry with the Real Culprit in 16 points. In 6th place, we've got Mongoose with Trevor Stanley in 14 points. And then we've got three in 7th. Tough Enough, Mad Dog, and Explicit, all on 13 points. Now, here's the 2 people in the room here. Equal 8th, we've got 12 points. Michael Newton and Michael Johnson. Michael Newton is spelt very badly.
That's what I was pointing out.
Yeah. Mikkel.
Oh, yes.
In equal 9th, we've got Dean Barry, Cody Barry in She's the Culprit with Zach Weller with the Rat Attack boat. They're both got 11 points. In 10th place, we've got Convict, Ruthless, and Yours Truly with 10 points. In 11th, we've got Brett Shepherd on 8 points. In 12th, we've got Turn It Up, and Mr. Big Stuff on 7 points. Titan and Bad Alsatian on 5. Wild Child and Patriot on 1. Now let's just sort of cover off Darren Robinson with the Patriot boat, with the Wild Child boat.
Oh, what a
He
shit
had
weekend.
shit-ass weekend.
I don't think you could get a worse weekend than
Get,
that.
you, get your truck stolen
Brand
on
new Ram.
Thursday night or whenever it was.
And did you hear that the keys to the race trailer and the other car were in that car?
Oh, bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so he stole
right.
everything, so we lost all of it.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. Poor guy.
They found the
Absolute
car, but I
assholes.
tell you.
Yeah, they found the car. It was smashed up. There was mud and blood all in the car. The car only had like a few thousand Ks on it.
Yeah, it's
Literally
brand
a
new.
brand new car.
Yeah.
So that's...
The photo he took was when he picked it up from the showroom.
Yeah,
he didn't,
he didn't even have any other
Yeah,
photos
yeah.
of it. Yeah. So, and then dusted 2 engines, I heard, or
Yeah.
definitely one. And then I haven't heard confirmed about
we
the
did-
second one, but it...
Friday did the one or the Saturday?
Yeah,
you
Friday
one?
did Friday in practice. He did one, then they put the other one in it, and then
It still just didn't run at all. I don't know if he did that,
No, he
dusted
did it-
that one or not.
yeah, well, he did a race, and then I think it was halfway through the race,
Yeah.
The one
that
on...
and the blower pulley come off, or
Yeah.
it broke the snout. It's one of the two. I haven't got
Yeah,
it
right.
There
but
was
it's one
no
of the two.
snout. There was no snout on the engine when it was
No,
in the
I
shed.
thought I saw.
Like,
Oh, really?
in the transporter. Like
Yeah.
I went and spoke to him. I actually stole some paint off him. Went and spoke to him, and there was no snout on the back of that engine.
Okay, well there you go.
So
That's probably what it was.
it might have just torn the shaft out of it because
Mm.
that pulley just started floating.
Yeah,
So it's probably just torn the drive off the front of the shaft, and the pulley's just sort of
Could have.
floated into the bottom of the boat. Can't see that pulley floating around the bottom of the boat, spinning at 12,000 revs or
that would. Suck.
however fast he spins that blower. Well, PSI would be even faster. Like that thing
PSI would be 100 and something percent.
yeah, it wouldn't be real nice on that on the bottom of that boat.
No, that would definitely cause some havoc if it landed in the wrong spots. But it obviously landed in the right spots for him.
Yeah, he was able to get away with it, and then
Mm.
he goes and hurts the other one. Like we were really sad for him because
Oh, yeah.
he works his ring off and spends a lot of money, and he travels a lot. Like he doesn't
Boat's got
deserve
some
this
pace
sort of
about
shit.
it too.
It's quick. And
it
he
is
was
damn quick.
neck and neck with Palmer on Saturday afternoon, wasn't he?
Mm.
Yeah, it was really shit to see.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's really expecting Turn It Up and Unleashed to be that far down that list either.
No, that's fair
Nah.
way down.
Yeah, they're...
He was very unlucky. I was at the border because we were in the same heat for the Saturday, and they didn't have the oil pump belt on,
Oh, what?
and
Yeah,
the
So-
fuel pump's on the back of the oil pump. So he's very lucky.
I was going to say
That's
that, which,
good.
which is a genius thing.
Yeah.
Actually, the Turn It Up boat do the same thing with their engine.
Yeah.
So if one or the other fails, it turns
Yeah.
the engine
Exactly
off.
right.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you lose
But yeah.
drive on your oil pump, your fuel pump just stops turning. You
Yeah.
don't,
Yeah.
engine turns off.
And then when he
Correct.
stopped on Sunday, he stopped again.
Yeah.
They broke the drive at the back of the oil pump into the fuel pump because it's like a hex drive fitting.
coupling, yeah,
Coupling.
yep.
Yeah, broke that.
far out.
And
I'd be
as
pissed.
well, I think he said the points box is half shit as well. The points box is on its way out.
This is on the
Wow,
unleashed boat.
Yeah.
yeah, that's shit.
Can I just say though, I think Connor is doing a pretty damn good job to drive two completely
bloody
different
oath.
boats
Yeah.
in one weekend and still wrap your head around it.
Yeah, when he come back after the first run, he goes, "Well, that's not an Evercraft."
Yeah, definitely not. Definitely not. But that's a pretty cool thing to do to drive. I mean, I've been planning, if I put the 6 litre back on the water, which I'm not now, to drive those two boats in the same weekend. But they're the same boat with just one's got less power. Where he's driving a completely different boat and sitting on the side. So I think that good,
Yeah.
bloody
Hands
good
up
effort.
to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't think you'll be driving the 6. Well, you still may.
Did you sell it?
I did sell it.
Oh, really?
It is sold. I
Fucking
can't say
hell.
who. I'm sworn to secrecy, unfortunately.
You can. We'll just edit it out.
They're not going to put a blower.
I'm not
in,
risking
are they?
that.
They're not going to put a blower in it, are they?
No. So I was I actually had heaps of
Inquiries.
offers and inquiries on that boat. One was actually from America, and he was going to go put it in a shed, and I said, no.
Don't do that.
Yeah, right.
Sorry, because he wanted to leave it the way it was, and he's got a collection. I said, no, thank you. So it will still be raced.
That's not the person that's got my boat, my dad's boat.
Don't know. It wasn't through the actual guy.
Okay.
It was actually through someone else said, this guy is a
Keen.
collector, he's interested, la, la, la. And I said, no. So I won't say who that person was
Yeah,
either,
you want
but-
to see your race boat raced.
Well, not just that. I mean, the main reason we were selling it is because I haven't touched it in 4 years. So I plan to touch it, and the engine for it is getting built currently by our good friend Omen, and we'll.
That engine will still run all right in that boat you're running now.
100%, right? So it'll still be a good engine, but what we do with the engine, we may finish it and sell it because it will be a fantastic engine. But it's me and Dad sort of sat down and we're discussing things, and he goes, as much as we love that boat, it's probably time to let someone else have something like that.
Because that's a sensational boat, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's heaps easier if you focus on one
100%. That's our
track
problem.
rather than going down. Yeah.
Yeah, so we've got very luckily 2 options for bigger boats coming. May as well let it slip. A lot of people have half guessed anyway. We've got a rival coming.
I think that conversation's been going around the pits for a while.
It has, but I've never. It hasn't come from me. Yeah. So it's been other people, and it was sort of no secret, but it's it's well underway now. So we've got the rival coming, which is a cool 20-year full circle we've done in the sport. In 2005, Dad bought into the rival team with a rival and a Keith Black and a Whipple, and now we've come full circle, and I've got a Whipple engine too. So that's a pretty cool full circle to do in 20 years.
You've got the new Whipple that they released a little while ago?
No. I've got just a, what are they, the R980 or P980 or whatever they are.
R980.
That's a pretty big Whipple, is it?
Yeah,
The big
they're
blower?
10 point.
Same as like what's on Shepherds and
Yeah. They're a pretty decent sized blower.
They are heavy. Bloody heavy.
yeah, all them.
But the boat should be able to handle it, no worries. Like it handles PSI.
That's the plan. So that's coming, and then we've got the Gambler, which I'm and ahhing whether I sell it or not. I really want to finish it and drive it and see what it does. But
That'd be the best way to sell it, realistically.
probably, yeah, because I've got all the gear there to finish it. So it'll probably be finish it, pull the engine out of Addicted, put it in that, drive it, see what it's like, maybe run it for 6 months and just see iron
What
out some
can
kinks in
happen.
it, and then we'll decide whether we keep it or sell it. So I won't sell it as a bare boat. But yeah, so we got that coming. So, Dad was going, well, yeah, we should just focus on the one path. And to be honest, 6 litre is, they are going seriously quick now. Like they were going quick when I was racing it. They are going quicker now. And all of them don't reckon they are, but they are. Like most I ever did was 124 in perfect conditions. And when I say perfect conditions for my boat is a little bit of roughness on a lake. That's when that boat will go its fastest.
Yep.
So perfect conditions, I did 124. If I ever raced on a river, 121 was the most that it ever did.
Yeah. Still bloody fast for a 6 litre engine.
It is, but they're doing mid 120s now every day of the week.
Yeah.
So,
Same. It's the same money as running a blown boat.
Yeah, 100%. Yep, certainly is now. It got cheap for a while when the $15,000-$20,000 Dodges come out, but
Everyone gets sick of using the standard stuff, and then they ended up.
well, it's
end
because
up
everyone
running
kept up in the
faster.
ante.
That's right.
And we were part of the problem. Like, don't get me wrong. It's this boat would go faster, so then we'd go faster, and then
Well,
they'd go
that's the whole
faster.
point, right? Where
Yeah.
races,
But
Yeah,
you look
win
at
it
them
all
now.
lost.
There's like you got Marlins, the built one. Rastus is built.
Yep.
Brennan's is built.
Yep.
You may as well say Lock and Load's built as well. It's the style of an NASCAR, but it's still built.
Yeah, they're all
Tough enough engine isn't a standard Dodge anymore either.
No, so they're all they're building an engine. You're not buying an engine to go fast anymore. You've got to build an engine to be fast.
100%. Yep. And the other thing is that when my boat went its best, it only lasted a season doing that speed, and then I had to rebuild the engine because it lost that. It lost those RPMs. Like
Your
setup.
spring's starting to wear out.
Yep.
everything wears out.
Yep. So
Anyways, we're going way off track.
yeah.
Is there anyone else on that list that is surprising to you?
I don't think the top. Let's say the top 4 places: Outlaw, Laid On, LCD, Madness, Odin, Decision.
Yeah, you'd have to say they're all.
They're top.
I think that's all.
This
You
is
expect them to be up there where they are.
I think it's all pretty standard.
This is really going to give the guy a big head, but he's only little. But I did not expect Nathan to be right up there.
Yeah.
I expected him to do really well, right? Because he's got a very consistent boat, and he's a pretty consistent
He's
driver.
got a very good mechanic behind that boat, though.
100%. Yeah. So him being 5th is a mighty good effort.
Like I saw, like we were parked next to him at Mildura, and I looked across. They were all ready to go. Nathan was fighting around on his phone, and then all of a sudden they find that the log gland had exploded.
Yeah.
And I just, I'm talking to Jace. I'm like, man, like, you got a fair bit to do, and they're fucking calling us up, eh? And as far as I was concerned, it wasn't getting done. I think the event slowing down for us to get to the ramp helped them a lot.
Yeah.
But Jason and Brad flogged themselves and got that boat out on the water, and I reckon that was a massive effort, and I really think they need to be recognised for that valiant effort for that. I reckon that was pretty strong.
Are you happy with where you are?
If I didn't have that breakdown, I reckon the boat would have gone better again in the repechage, but I really do not believe that I had enough to put it up to Tate. Tate in that repechage was on fire.
Yep.
He was
He had something
out
to
of there.
prove.
Yeah.
So you're happy with where you are at the minute?
I don't believe that I could have been any further up with the development we've got on the boat. Like, we turned up at Mildura and the thing was a pig, and we don't know why. And everything's fine. The engine is perfectly fine. The boat's no different to what it was at Windsor. And, mate, that was holding its nose at Windsor. That water in Mildura just completely changed that boat. And we're trying to improve the boat so it's better everywhere, but we're trying to improve it in this Murray River because that was really difficult to get through.
Shows the difference between tidal waters and stagnant water, doesn't it?
100%.
It's just dead water. There's no buoyancy in it.
I'd never noticed that big difference.
Yeah,
that was
there is a
incredible.
big difference.
Yeah.
I used to see it when I'd go race, like at Paynesville from racing on lakes at home.
Mm-hmm.
Big difference. Boat was so much faster, way livelier, but still controllable.
Yeah.
Are you happy
that
with where
way.
you are, Mikey?
Yeah, I'm further up than I thought I was going to be. I could have been further if I kept going in the repechage. I sort of chose to play it air on the side of caution with that and pull out because we found a fiberglass issue underneath the boat and Dad was a bit stressed. I wasn't, but I had my reserves about it, but we ground it back and checked it, and it wasn't actually in a structural part of the boat. You could say it was right underneath the prop shaft, which is just where when they send the drill through or the hole saw through to hole out the hole, it was just like the little bit left, under that.
Oh, is that
I
all?
had
Yeah,
so I had a
right.
crack in that. But what was in my mind was, well, how long has the crack been there? How much water has been seeping into the fiberglass, and how far has it spread delamination wise? So that's what we checked. So we ground it back, didn't go any further. So we just put a bit of putty on it.
Yep.
But Dad was a bit stressed, and I said, well, I'll go out there. I said, I'm not going to have a lay-it-ons measure. I said, but I think me and Explicit are pretty equal.
Mm-hmm.
I said, he's definitely got corner speed. I've got the inside pole. I think it'll be a good run. If I can beat him, I'll stay on the power and I'll keep going. If he gets in front of me, I'll pull out and err on
You
the
won't
side of
chase
caution.
him,
And that's what happened. So
Which is lucky enough because you don't get there's no points for that race anyway, so you can.
Yeah,
Is
the
there not?
repechage was only
No.
another chance to get into the semis.
So there you go. So I couldn't have done any better anyway because
No.
I was never because I don't think that I was going to be fast enough. I actually thought Rat Attack was going to be the next guy in the repechage, not Explicit, because I thought Rat Attack's time was really, really
I think
quick.
they did corners just letting them down once
Yeah.
they've come over here and gone. Oh fuck yeah, we're pretty tight here.
Yeah, definitely. I was speaking to Zach about that, and he goes, "Oh, what do you think I should do?" I said, I reckon don't
Fucking
listen to
send
anyone because no one's got your boat with your engine, with your dynamics, and no one's ever driven that boat on these courses. I said, Bessie, do is go out and practice and throw some different corners at it and see what it responds to and listen to the boat.
Move some fins and do whatever, some stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
I was
because
actually
they're no slouch in setting a boat up. Like
Nah.
they've been around a long time.
Yeah, they're staying, or their boat's being kept where I'm staying for this week. And they were doing some maintenance to it earlier, just checking over it, and just their processes and the way they go about things is so professional and so on top of everything. It's really
good.
impressive.
Yeah.
I was speaking to Graham Weller, which is Zach's old man, on I think it was Saturday, and I was trying to stir him up. Like I was actually trying pretty hard to stir him up to keep the boat over here for
Yeah.
the 12 months. So
I asked him as well.
Yeah, so
It would be cool.
if anyone understands with these boats, I think we've spoken about it in the Craig Cook interview. So if you bring a boat over here, you've got to pay the GST. It sits in holding, and if you take the boat back out of the country within 12 months, you get that whole money back. But if it stays over here for longer than 12 months, you don't get it back.
Yep.
So I was saying to Graham, like, are you in a position to keep the boat over here for, say, 11 months and then take it back home before the GST stays in government's hands and come and do the NDC. And he said, you know what, we're probably not in the spot to do that, but we'd love to. So I think maybe that may be something that they're talking about already.
Yeah, he
Maybe
said
not for
they're
this
already
event.
in their series over there that they're kind of got to stick to and whatever else. And there's a few more of them getting
Yeah.
built over
Well,
there.
Lumpton's got their one coming.
Yeah,
And then-
Avo's just gone over there.
And Avago went over. There's another one that was get dropped on selling. The old.
Yeah, the Dunlops.
Yeah.
Old 18-foot Unleashed.
No, that's
No,
that's
that's
Lupton's.
They're
The
doing-
old culprit one.
Razor's Edge or whatever,
Yes.
whatever they
Yep.
call it.
Yeah.
Yep, apologies. Yeah, Lufton's got the...
Yeah, so they're going to have a decent enough
Definitely.
number of boats
It's
running
gro-
around.
It's growing, which is cool, and I'd love to take my boat over there and go have some fun with them because I just think that that's a cool thing to do, and it's their sport is finally growing in that area, which is a really cool thing to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with where I ended up. I was not expecting to be that far up, and
I think you should be definitely happy.
Besides, like me and you are on the same points, Mikey, but everyone above us made a semi-final.
Yeah.
We're the highest boats that didn't make a semi-final.
I need you
Well, there
guys
you
to
go.
get.
That's a
So
bloody
they've all
good way to look at
got
it.
an extra race on us.
Yeah.
I
So
need
that's
you
like
guys
us
to get
having
a
a
third.
DNF.
I need you guys to get a third, me get a first, and I'm equal with you. That's all it takes.
I was pretty lucky in my first heat though. Everyone stopped and I
Yeah.
Yeah, you-
had a win. So
What do they call it?
stuck.
I had a
Bravery.
good giggle at that, eh? I thought, oh god, like what a typical, blown boat race thing.
Well,
Yeah.
for the race on the radio, I was like, oh yeah, take it easy, radio. He goes, oh, is it times and what? And I was like, fuck. And I'm running around the bank going, fuck, are we
Yeah,
timing?
it's
We're talking.
definitely
And
timed, yeah.
then constables
know
are like,
that.
it's timed, it's timed, it's timed. I was like,
kinda
fuck,
knew it was
go, go,
timed.
go.
I kind of knew it was time.
I didn't, and so I with my heat. Who was I against? Madness? No. Unleashed? No. Odin. I
I'll
can't
go
remember
through
who
the
I
list, you'll find one.
was- I know. I can't remember who I was against.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah, I knew it was on times, but I wasn't too fussed about the time anyway because it only determines your spot for what heat you're in. Obviously, you want
Yeah.
a faster race time, so you're on the inside. But I'm never going to set one to be pole one. I'm never going to be in the top 7 fastest boats. So I wasn't really too concerned where else I was. And if I'm on the outside, to be honest with you, it's probably nicer for me and my boat that doesn't turn that awesome. So I wasn't too concerned about it. So I was sort of just getting out of the corner and then just lifting off the throttle a little bit and just cruising at that speed. And yeah.
I just realised something extremely funny. So you guys know the race where Ty Newton spun out and Josh called a red flag on the radio?
Yeah.
I was chasing behind Trevor Stanley. He got the win, but then it was removed. I was behind Trevor Stanley. I would have got a one. I would have got a first in that race,
You loser.
and we would have all been equal on 12 points.
So he did get that removed. So
Did he?
Did he?
No, as far as I know, he didn't get that removed. They said he hit a term. No, he was under full power
Yeah.
for a full lap.
So did they penalise him?
Well, that's the story I got told.
Okay, but he's still not that I have an issue with it. Like engine builder.
I didn't see any of it.
No, he did do an extra lap, so I was curious to see what, if
After-
anything, did they
Oh, he
do.
did full-
After the
So
checkered,
he's- Yeah,
if I was
full lap.
him, I'd be blowing up.
Oh yeah, because it
Because,
wasn't the
mate,
flags weren't done properly.
Yeah, you could you see the flags?
Yes,
I couldn't.
but
Could you see them?
I could, yeah.
but
Okay.
And I'm normally not one that sees them to the side there.
yeah, I will say that they were not where they said they were going to put them.
No,
No,
they
in
weren't.
the briefing, we were told, like, I brought it up. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah, I
put the
remember.
flags at the end of
Yeah.
each straight. That's where you're looking.
The only thing I was disagreeing with too much shit at the briefing, so I didn't say it. But the only thing I'll say with that is I don't agree with flags being at the end of the course. They should actually only be where you. Sorry, not all flags. So
no.
yellow
yeah.
flag and checkered flag
Should
should
always-
only be when you pass start
No,
finish
I'm
point.
happy with
Otherwise,
that.
you could get confused.
Yeah, 100%.
I
Was
could
it
see
checkered that way, or
Yeah.
or did I already pass it?
Yeah.
That's actually happened to me before. So, I think red flags, green flag, and breakdown, 100% everywhere on the course you could possibly see it.
Yeah.
But checkered and yellow, you just need to memorize the spot and just
yeah.
go, yeah. And we've all got radios. I mean, your radio guy should be saying
I'm relying on the radios with
you should.
these bloody flags now.
I've got a lap counter on my dash.
I do, yeah. What, you press a button and it
The
keeps
big
going
the
on?
big number right in the middle of my dash. It says 1, 2, or 3.
That's cool.
As in the dash does it.
Yeah.
All right, well, Josh, I've probably already spoken to you about this, but that's what we're doing. This,
What did you guys? I don't want to, complain too much about shit because I think it was pretty cool. Like besides the fucking dust in the pits, but the rest of it was pretty cool. But I wasn't a fan of the starts,
No.
and I got
That's fucking shit.
I got no idea
was
why
the
we
worst.
started from that end.
I can't really complain too much about the starts as much as they were shit, but I nailed every one of my starts.
Yeah, no, you did. I'll give you that.
Every single start I had, I was turning right.
Yes.
The very last one, I couldn't see any one of the other end boys on the track when I
No.
hit the throttle.
I completely agree.
Couldn't see one of the boys.
So what I did,
And we
when
kept getting argued with where we said that the flag drop should be. Everyone kept arguing, so I just gave up in the end.
Yeah.
But I wasn't doing it because I had a slower boat, which is what everyone sort of implied. It was nothing to do with it. I couldn't care. It was to just give everyone a fair chance to run down that course.
see if it got equal spots.
Well, it's safer. Everyone's got to be straight.
Yeah, correct.
You can't be
The
turning.
boys a couple of times said to me, "You missed the start." I said, "No, but you try
Yeah.
and freaking pedal an
I
1800
watched-
horsepower blown boat going sideways."
I watched the flag in the
Yeah,
last
right.
one where I couldn't see the other end of the track. I was turning right and I watched the flag drop and I thought I can't go here, and I had to just keep going until I was straight.
Yep.
And then go. By
Yep.
that time,
Happened to
they
me every
were-
time.
Clarkey was also turning right, but by the time I got to being straight, he was 4 boat lengths in front of me.
Yeah.
And what are you supposed to do?
My race with Nathan Barry, Nathan was dirty as about it, and I loved it. It was so funny. But I can't remember who was in pole 1, but Nathan was beside me, and then I was on pole 3. As we're coming around the corner, I was looking out for the lead-in turn boy for the first corner, and as soon as I saw it, I straightened myself up, didn't worry about what they're doing, and started heading, because there's no one on the outside of me. I'm like, well, I'm just going to stay away from whatever the fuck they're doing, because I know that there was heaps of shenanigans. So I just stayed away from what they're doing, and I just lined myself up as soon as I saw that leading boy. And then I'm looking over across, they drop the flag, and I'm out of there, left Nathan for dead, and that's probably the funniest thing I've ever experienced, seeing him when I came back. But obviously, yeah, I still struggled to get the thing out of the corner, so Nathan got around me, and all power to him. I came into the clubhouse turn boy, like back towards the start on the second lap, and Josh is over the radio, mate. Yep, it's your corner. You're clear. Don't worry. Like, take it where you want to take it. And then all of a sudden, like a second later, Nathan screams up the inside of me and takes the corner. Like, that's racing, no problem at all. But I was like, fucking good job, dude. Like, he's usually pretty tame on the corners, like pretty calm. But I think as soon as he saw my
was
boat
you.
in front of him, that was the
you.
target, and he's like, I'm in there. And so I was actually congratulating him on, like, he really pushed himself into that corner.
Make it stick.
Yeah, and stuck it, got out of there. Like, me, when we straightened up, like, we both had a blowout because I was still struggling with the thing coming out of the corner. But it was pretty cool to line up with him and lead him for a little while. And, yeah, it was just the issues that I had. It was wobbling so much. It was such an asshole to drive. So it was wobbling down the straight, and I just touched the plate. As soon as I touched the plate, Nathan went straight up next to me.
Yeah, it was. Have you watched any of the drone footage? Of
I was just
No,
about to
no,
ask you the
no.
same
Yeah.
question.
I
Yeah,
don't
did.
reckon one person did the same
No,
lane
no,
any time.
never.
It was
Yeah, okay.
chaos. Like
Yeah.
there was people going like that, people going like that, and
Yeah.
that was my thing. I was like, oh, like I can straighten up here, I can go straight to the boys, but I'm cutting across 3
Yeah.
lanes to do it.
Yeah. Mhm.
And I'm like, I don't know about that. Like,
So that's what happened to me. So that when I went and had a look, because I know I'm not blaming anybody for anything, because the starts were just shit. But I went up just to have a look at the drone footage to see what we were all sort of up against. And there was only 3 of us in the heat. So Chris Palmer was in 1, I was in 2, and Zach Weller was in 3. And as we went down the straight, like, when you line up, the pole 1's normally a little bit behind, pole 2's a little bit further ahead of him, 3's a little bit further out, just so you can see flags and whatever else. So I was a little bit in front of Chris, couldn't quite see Chris's boat, and Zach was a little bit in front of me, probably couldn't quite see me. And when we took off, me and Palmer were kind of straight, but I was a big gap between me and Palmer, because I seen
Yeah.
the boys and did what you said, and just straightened up and aimed at the boy, and I went, yep, that's me. But Zach was also aimed at the boy, but he was still on that bit of an angle. So when he took off, he sort of come close to me, and I thought, we're getting pretty close here. So I sort of just steered away from him a little bit. I was still nowhere near Palmer, but just because of those 2 angles, it's made me sort of steer around. Not that it's his fault. That was that's the start boat issue.
Yeah.
And that's why I went and looked at the drone footage and I went, fucking hell, like, and that was only a 3-boat heat. I was like, that's going to be shit ass when there's 5.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We got the same start boat in Berry.
it definitely wasn't the start boat driver. I'll give him
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
He's
but-
he is a phenomenal start boat driver.
He could have slowed down a bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's when
Could have been a bit
when the
slower
flag goes up,
initially,
yeah.
there was no flags up, and we're doing fucking 500 miles an hour.
There should
Were
be
you at
no
briefing?
speed into
No.
the start until it's straight.
You heard me say at a briefing, didn't you?
Yeah.
I said when you take off for the start, slow down and wait for everyone to get in a line, and
Yeah.
then speed up. And they were all like, "No, if you're too slow to get there, too bad." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah.
Well,
I
they
get
put-
that. I get that. But all I'm trying to do is make it fair and safe.
100%.
You
Everyone,
need to
that's
just
it.
be a constant speed of like 50 miles
yeah.
an hour
Yeah. Then once you
until you're straight.
Yeah.
Then accelerate the speed up to where you got it. Bang, drop the flag. Everyone runs straight.
which is what we do at Melton, which is
Yeah.
what we do at Windsor, which is what we do at Adelaide.
Yeah.
They are all right-hand turn starts.
turning right's
Yeah.
a pain in the ass.
Right.
I
So-
don't want
Well, you wouldn't call. I wouldn't call Windsor a right hand start because you
No, but you come out.
You do come out
you do
like
come
that,
out
but
right,
it's
then
a-
you straighten
it's
up
a
for
long way,
time.
yeah.
But they could have done the same thing here. They just chose not to. And back
Yeah.
to what Nudo said about I don't know why we're running that way. The reason we are, and I agree with this part, is the exit of that turn at that end of the course is wider than it is if we ran the other way like we did in October. Because I did, and I
Yeah.
nearly hit the trees.
yeah, yeah.
I did.
Twice.
I did this week too
Yeah, have you seen the video of
because
Duff?
in the second lap, yeah, I was like clipping the branches
You-
where that
you-
red boy was marking the branches.
You guys should put this up later, or I'll put it in the group. I'll send you this. This was phenomenally close. Have a look
Yeah,
at
put it
this.
in the group.
So this is second corner, yeah?
Holy fuck, he's a long way out
It
there.
is.
Wait,
wide.
no, wait for it, wait for it.
Holy shit.
Jesus.
Shit!
Yeah,
You
right.
don't get much closer
Fuck
than that, do
no!
you?
The wash got the tree.
Yeah, so that nearly happened to me in October because I was in pole 4, Odin 5. No, Odin 5. Oh, I can't remember. Anyway, it was Jared Smith, me, and Odin somewhere in that corner. I think, and I got pushed way out wide, and I'm like aiming at trees, going, "What am I meant to do?" Like it's
Yeah.
and there was only 5 of us, and the corners were tight anyway. So I think that's why Chris would have decided to run it the other way because that exit of that other corner
Yeah, yeah.
is a lot wider and
Yeah.
safer to come out.
But the difference is right. So
You can
the
move
first, the first corner,
longer or
no,
shorter.
you can't
The
because
first corner you've got to hold your lane. The second corner you don't.
correct.
So the first corner you shouldn't be out that wide.
No, but I think it's more of a...
The second corner
I
you
agree.
can.
But how often do we see stuff-ups in the first corner where they skip out wide because they're
Overshoot.
trying too hard? It was
Yeah.
more...
Or-
just,
yeah.
yes, they shouldn't be out there, but it could happen. Especially the American boats.
That's on them. Lift off the throttle.
yeah, I agree.
I'd much rather that than dealing with that start.
yeah,
That-
because
that
the starts
start was
last time were...
painful.
But the
they-
starts last... It's actually no different because you didn't race here in October, did you?
No, I've never
starts,
raced it.
starts are no different no matter what way you come in terms of a right-hander, right? So you're still turning...
No, you'd be turning
you're
left,
turning
coming from
left.
the other end.
So you are turning... Yeah, sorry, you are turning left from the other end. But
And let's just
But the
remember,
only
for the
different-
people that don't understand our racing, and our boats are designed to turn left, not
Correct.
right. They turn right fucking terrible.
yes.
Horribly.
Yeah. And
Right on fins.
but the starts in October, they were running us to the course. So there was heaps of time to actually straighten up,
Yeah,
Yeah.
regardless of the left or right.
yeah.
Maybe that might have helped. if
They
you just
should have
ran
run us to the
straight.
course.
Yeah.
The course was long enough. I don't know why they all wanted to go so fast for so long. The course was long enough. Like,
They've shortened it. I was on
still wasn't sure.
Friday practice.
Yeah, Friday to Saturday.
Friday
was
to
short than
Saturday.
25 metres.
No, it was a lot less. A
fucking-
lot more
it was
than
a
that.
lot
They
more than
said
that.
25 metres.
Yeah, they said 25.
The
It was definitely
outboards
more.
did 5 to 8 seconds a lap faster.
But
Holy crap.
in saying that, though, I don't think the course was too short.
Not
No.
on Friday it was.
Friday
Not
was
on
long
Saturday.
as shit.
Yeah, but they said they
Oh,
shortened it.
they actually
Friday.
did it 50 metres
Saturday.
each side.
There you go.
It was 50 metres each side.
They
Yeah.
lengthened
Yeah.
it 50 metres each.
But it-
No,
So-
shortened it.
All I'm saying is for a start, when we're already doing 80 to 90 mile an hour hitting that lead out buoy, that's a long enough straight.
100%.
it's fine.
So that's what they were all saying. They didn't want that. And I can understand that, for the guys that go a lot faster, it's an advantage to gap everyone
Oh,
for a
Troy
little
was
bit
blowing
longer.
up.
He wasn't, yeah, he was. And I see their point of view. And
It's also an advantage for them to wear out their gearboxes and drive shafts and
Yeah.
whatever else went wrong.
So by the end of the weekend, there was
did
fucking
that, didn't they?
breakdowns and everything because they want to run these fucking 800 odd meter tracks. Shorten them up a little bit.
Yeah,
Make your little zappies, some fucking whoop, whoop.
100%.
Or run it. Or the first straight doesn't have to be that long. Okay, we're not square yet, righto? Which has always been the thing. If yous aren't lined up square, we don't drop the flag. Just keep running it down.
Yep.
If you can't line up, do a lap.
Yep.
These starts here at Barry are fair bit nicer, aren't they?
They're still the
Yeah.
shit because you're still right hand.
Actually,
oh no, you're
no,
left-handed,
yeah,
are you?
Left-handed.
It's not that. It's actually there's a dog leg
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
entire straight.
Well, there's not a dog
So you
leg.
can
There's not a
straight-
dog
you can-
leg, but the bank's a weird angle to the
Yeah,
track.
the straight.
Yes.
It
the
actually
track's
is a
straight.
dog leg. Though.
No, the track's bent
the track
to the
is, but
bank.
the track's
Yeah.
the
Oh,
track's
shit.
not. The track's nice and
Yeah.
straight. The backside, the other side of the river,
You can
is
just
straight to the
straight line it.
track. But this side of the river, the bank goes like that.
I did know that.
And
yeah.
you sort of all naturally sort of go
You start running with
do
the
like
bank.
a big arc,
Yeah.
which is great for the American boats because they will.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they
they're gonna
they've
love it.
always been good
Duff's
at
always
that.
been.
Yeah.
Duff's always been fast in Barry.
Yeah. So
I'm keen.
the starts here are great because you've got a long straight run up. Once it's a left corner out of the milling area, and then you it's cool for the spectators because the guys in the pits, you should probably say, cool to be in the pits for the starts at Berry because you run straight past and
Yeah.
you normally all hit the loud pedal
Just past the creek.
right at the pits, which is a really cool thing to be in the pits.
And then you don't see the rest of the race.
No, I was showing the boys that earlier today, and they're like, oh.
Have you
I was
guys?
like, yeah, you're going to see a really cool couple of corners, and
Yeah.
that's it.
have
They're
you
hanging
guys
out in the
seen
trees, fucking looking out. Going,
Yeah.
oh, yeah.
Everyone's on the rope swing.
You guys seen your pit allocation yet?
We're set
I'm
up
down
already.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Saw that, walked down there, and went. I was going to do it, and they didn't have the poles out.
Yeah, you
That's-
pull it
you
out.
Pull it out.
I'm like right on the corner. It's so good. I'm on the corner of the creek.
I tried to
yeah.
get that spot, and
Yeah.
they told me no because I got a transporter.
Yeah, but look at how important I am. It seems.
I know.
Yeah, I was down there with Troy was down there this morning when we were putting the tent up, and we sort of explained to him, the trailer's really fucking long. Where do you want it? How do you want it? And he said, "I'll just put on a bit of an angle." And I was, well, righto, no worries.
I'll be doing the same thing.
So yeah,
Everyone will have to do exactly the same thing.
because my
It's not
trailer's
wide-
nearly fucking 9 meters long, and then I've got a car hanging off the front of that.
Everything's not
Fair.
wide enough, that whole area. Your boat's back to back and then they're on the riverbanks. It
Yeah.
doesn't work. Everyone's going to be
Yeah.
on the
Have to
riverside.
have a big angle.
They'll be massive angles. They'll
They
be
normally are.
like
Yeah, they've got to be.
fucking 20
They-
degrees.
they actually-
But it works all right anyway because you can have it on a big angle because
You back nice and
the
straight
the
as well.
tracks it's a one-way road to get in and
Yes.
out of the
Yeah.
ramp. So
Yeah.
so you can be going down there and the angle you're backing in at is only slight. Instead of trying to back 90 degrees, you just
Yep.
back in at a slight angle. You can go all the way
Yeah.
along there, all the way around the whole thing.
Yeah, I'll be aiming my pit at the boat ramp, so I drive past it and basically just almost back
Yeah.
straight.
Yeah, you're in the middle too. You're a couple
Yeah,
up from me.
yeah, 2 up from you. I think
You're next to Nathan. this
Culprits are
week, aren't
between
I
us.
am next to Nathan. It's awesome.
So-
I'm going to make him dance again.
Or kiss a fat chick.
Oh, that was so funny.
That was the best thing. So what about what was I going to say? Who else was I going to mention?
Who's keen
Mad
on-
Dog? I think done really well too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I forgot
Leslie's
about
done
him.
really
He's
well.
right
Yeah.
up there.
Yeah, he did do well.
Yeah,
Consistency.
100%.
Yeah.
Keep doing laps, boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Keep
was
doing
was
laps.
my aim when I come here. Just keep doing laps and try and. I said to everybody, they ask, "Oh, how you going? You liking it?" So, mate, as long as I can improve my boat from Saturday morning to Sunday Arvo at Berry, I'll be happy. I don't really care where I finish in the points, but if I can improve the boat and I'm happier with the boat, then
100%.
yeah, I'll be happy.
Yeah, 2 weeks of 2 weeks of bum in the seat and
Yeah.
development. Man, that's a huge benefit to a lot of people.
Yeah,
It certainly is
2
to
weeks
us.
in a two race meetings in such a short period with half a dozen races each weekend and test laps and shit as well.
As long as the engine stays together, it's fucking awesome
Yeah.
for us.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying not to touch mine, but Dad doesn't. Dad can't help himself.
We tried
bad
to,
thing.
but Brennan made the wrong pulleys.
Oh yeah, we
So our
were gonna,
pulleys don't fit.
we were
Oh,
gonna
no.
throw.
Oh, you're kidding.
No, because you don't give him the wrong pulleys to measure.
We were going to throw a pulley at it, but we can't fit one on there. So
What do you
One-
What do you need?
a
Nothing
real
that you'll
fucking
have.
small one.
It's called a cotton wheel.
But how small? What size teeth?
38.
8 mil. Yes. Well, 40, 39.
Nah, but the snout sizes. Well, if you got one, we'll try it.
We'll have a look.
Yeah.
Never know. Anyway,
One thing I wanted to ask, what you
Did you
guys
used
are
to-
for excited for the lack of dust in the berry pit area?
absolutely.
How much
Well,
do you
maybe-
do?
I tell you what,
Wash
I'd
that
probably
boat every
cut.
night.
I'd take the dust over the 44 degrees.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
fuck that. I wouldn't. Because you can't touch your fucking boat.
Yeah, well,
we
that's
didn't even
true.
lift the rocket
You-
covers up.
Your boat gets covered. Yeah, because you get fucking dust in
Yeah,
everything.
that's right.
Yeah, I didn't. So we did rockers like 6 a.m.
Every
Sunday
morning,
morning.
yeah.
because same thing. I was like, cars, people are driving around. I said, nah.
It was windy as
bad.
fuck.
They kept
too.
asking. The boys were like, we need to do tappets. I'm like, they are fine. I
Yeah.
guarantee you they'll be fine. 6 a.m. Sunday morning. That's when we're doing them.
Yeah.
Not before that. Not after.
We did them at the motel room afterwards.
Oh yeah.
We took the boat back to the old cabin, whatever it's called, and opened them up, checked them out. They were perfect. So I can't leave them closed.
Yeah. Problem was, we were still caravan parking it, so it was still a dust bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'd take the boat to the car wash it, chamois it, drive for 10 minutes, put the cover on, then
How-
go to the caravan park.
How good was that Karcher car?
Do you go there too?
Yeah.
That was wicked. I thought that was so
Yeah,
cool.
we were in there at the same time as you on Sunday afternoon.
Yeah.
And-
Oh,
yeah.
I wasn't there. The boys did that one.
Oh,
I went
okay.
home. I had slight heat stroke.
Hot soapy water.
Was
Awesome.
it? I didn't pay that much attention. I went there too. I went there on Friday to wash
wicked.
it before the show and shine thingy, and I didn't even pay any attention.
Oh, it's so bloody good. It's a big difference when you're trying to pull oil out of the boat. Like, it's just
Hot
so
water
much
just
better.
raise it down.
Yeah,
And
right.
it's low pressure, so it doesn't blow up at the back
Yeah.
of the boat and
Yeah.
just spread it everywhere again.
Yeah, yeah.
You just keep it low pressure and just keep on washing it down, mate. Yeah, hot water all the way.
So, you guys making any changes for this weekend, or are you
Yeah,
just
we've done
fixing
heaps.
shit?
We've cut another chunk off the prop shaft, and as I said, we've got a new computer in it.
Yeah,
but
that's going to make it
that-
harder to drive.
Oh, fucking
that's a fuck
oath.
Yeah.
That's a massive
That's going to
fucker.
start working against you.
computer?
No,
No, the
prop
fucking
shaft.
prop shaft. You
The
can't keep
further
it on the water now. She's going to
Yeah,
be sky
the
high.
further-
No,
you push
that's
that-
that's
that-
the problem we've got. It's
No, I think that'll be alright. I meant yeah.
unloading. It's down the straight. The thing's pushing water still, but coming out of the corner, it's unloading. So
Yeah, but
we've got
that doesn't mean prop under the boat.
No,
No.
that's right. I'm saying it's not related. So the unloading of the boat is cave gear related, and we've got a fix for that too. So we've got the bell cranks coming from Mikey's workshop, and we've got the prop shaft shortened to let it hold its nose a little bit nicer, mate. We're not.
But that's still
we're
going
not
to make
even.
it harder to come out of a corner.
Fuck
Oh,
off.
I promise.
Mate, if I've got more cav travel, it's going to make a lot different.
You'd be surprised.
You'd be
Mate, we're talking
surprised.
10 centimeters off the prop shaft.
That's
Yeah,
still a lot.
that's fucking huge.
We
It
took
cha-
an
it
inch
cha-
off. We took an inch off between Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, I can tell.
It's a lot
Because
nicer.
Friday, the boat wasn't pointing at the moon.
Because it wouldn't unload.
My
Anyway.
cab pedal touches the floor when I'm coming out of corner. It's literally
It is.
bent
Yeah,
over,
we've
touching the
got
floor.
we've got data on the cav gear, steering, and throttle, and everything is pretty close to the same every corner, and sometimes different speed or something like that.
Yeah.
Sometimes it'll unload, other times it'll lock on, and it's beautiful. So yeah.
Have you?
There's
have
lots
you,
of ways to get out of a corner.
Have you? If you look at your data, you've got throttle position.
You can have a look at my data with Josh on Friday if you
but
want.
if you've got throttle position.
Yes.
Okay, because you'd be surprised, right? The best corners I do coming out of a corner when the boat stays is when I have the balls to not lift my foot
I've said that-
off the throttle.
I've said
no
that
matter
many
how high
times.
it gets, right?
Yeah.
Because I did some pretty big wheel stands, and then everyone kept yelling at me for it. Right? Like, why are you doing such big wheel stands? I'm like, I'm not trying. That's just how I get the boat out of the corner. I got in my head, stopped doing it, and then when I tried to feed the power on, blew it out of the
Blows
water.
out of the water, yeah.
Every time. Every time. So you'd be surprised that it's more that because that's why you want prop slip because that's going to hold it in the water, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you let the prop grip, it's going to jump.
Mate, I'm getting like that aggressive like prop slip noise underneath the boat.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's corner
almost
speed.
almost every time out of the corner.
Yeah,
That
so,
we-
you, so
It'll
there's a-
smoke and then it'll just grip that little bit and it goes rap. So I just need more plate and it'll be
yeah, so
fine.
that's no.
Nah.
Nah.
So there's
you,
a-
could
there's
have
get- they
50
cut-
you could have 50 mil of down plate. I promise you it'll do the same thing.
There
It's
comes
corner
a
speed.
There comes a point where you got to go right. We've got to stop making changes and let me learn to drive it.
Yeah, that's what we did on Friday. Because I put that, I was the first propeller I used, which is the one we've been testing with, I did that. The boat was okay. And I said, I want to put my propeller on that I used to race with because I like it. It's better, rah, rah. And I went out, and everyone in my crew said, that's fucked. We better change that back. And I said, fucking hang on a minute. Like, I was just seeing what I could get away with.
Yeah.
It was jumping, bouncing all over the place. And then went out for me hot lap, and it was fucking sweet as.
Same thing.
And didn't change a thing. I
Yep.
didn't change a thing.
Yeah.
But
It can't-
sometimes
yeah.
you got to leave
It's-
shit the same.
And
so
learn
you can
to drive.
what's
Yeah.
actually going on. Because 9 times out of 10, you do out of 10 corners, 9 of them will be totally different. You might be lucky to get 2 the same.
Yeah.
And then that's when you can make the judgment on whether that works or it doesn't work.
But we've
If your
left
corner's
that-
different every time,
we've
you can't
left that
make a
boat
judgment.
for so long, and just worked on the engine. Now that we don't have to work on the engine, and I'm still struggling with getting it out of the corner, we're tuning the boat. So we've
Yeah,
tuned the
I-
boat only last weekend and this weekend.
But if you make one change, you need to do it for a while to make sure you've got everything right, especially if it's in a corner. A straight line, you could probably pick that shit up pretty quickly. But in a corner, you need to do fucking 100 corners before you can sort of work out, before you can make an assumption of what works, what doesn't work.
Anyway, we've done what we've done, and
Yeah.
I'm working with that.
No, I hope it works because you deserve the results, and it won't not work. It just might be a different way of driving it. But
Have you changed anything, Mikey?
yeah, I'm going to rip the freaking wing off. That's definitely not helping me.
So
I
we.
think I'm going to do
Yeah,
the same
it's
thing.
not helping me. The wing was to counteract exactly what you've got going on, right? Not laying down on the straight, right? It's doing that, but I get to a corner and it won't turn because it's trying to drag this big ass wing through the air, and it's pulling the boat straight. So my boat won't commit into a corner at the moment, and that's why it's hobbying.
You know, it's so funny. I've actually had people contact me through the week and saying, all the problems you're having, why don't you just put a wing on it like everyone else you're racing against?
Yeah,
Like,
don't do it.
I'm like, I'm not putting
Though,
a wing on
for-
because I
for-
want to make the boat work.
So that's the same as me, right? So I was against the wing, but I was out of ideas and time.
Okay, hang on. So you were against the wing.
Yeah.
Your old man was against the wing. Your old man was for the wing.
Correct.
So you compromised and put a wing on the boat.
Correct. That's exactly how it works. No, look, there was other people that were saying the same thing, and I was out of time to do what I wanted to do. I know the problem that the boat has, and I can't fix it in a month. It'll be a 6-month strip boat,
Development.
change the bottom type of development. We are going faster in these boats than they were ever designed to do.
Oh,
That's the
100%.
problem, right? So to start off with that. So, we're pushing the limits as it is. So, yeah, no, I'll try tanker the wing off and see if I can get my corner speed up, because what I was saying to you, Hayden, was there's 2 types of prop slip. There's one where the engine's pretty much like jumping in neutral. It'll feel like no matter how hard you push that, it's barely moving, but it's revving like hell. The other thing is that when the boat's revving like hell, but it's actually physically moving in a
Yes.
forward direction, right? That's what you want coming out of a corner.
exactly right.
Yeah. I'm actually empty. That's surprising, isn't it?
That arm twisted like rubber.
Yeah, I know. Jesus, that's a good twist on the arm there, Joel. So the problem I'm having is I get that cavitational style prop slip. Then when the prop grips after that, it's too aggressive and it will jump.
Yep.
Every time. When it doesn't do that, perfect corner every time. And if you watch my onboard footage that I put up today,
Oh, did you? Okay.
you'll pick it. So one corner, perfect out. Next corner, I jump it because too slow a corner speed. Had to try and get over some rough stuff, and then I was not consistent with the throttle.
Yeah, you can see that in the video. I was paying attention. Your first one, it just like it snapped to like 3/4 throttle,
Yep.
and then went bang the rest of it.
Yep.
And it just fucking went. And the next one, you can see you coming around the corner. I knew you was too slow, not from the video, but from
Yeah.
watching your butterflies. And I
Yep.
can watch if anyone's touching the throttle going around the corner, their corner speed's too slow.
Correct.
Then when your thing was just moving a little bit going around the corner, I was like, yep, his corner speed's slow. And then you come out, and then it was fucking
Yep.
until you
Yep.
got it.
So you'd be surprised that it's a lot to do with that. So yes, taking the wing off. I'll try practice and qualifying with that, see what it does, see if I can get it to commit into a corner more. Playing with my 2 different props, trying to see what one's better. I have a lock button now on my cav plate system.
Okay.
So I can lock it in the up position so to stop it sucking down.
Mm-hmm.
That's a really, really scary thing to use during a race.
Oh,
because
hell yeah.
because if like, you know how my boat was, that's the other reason I'm ripping the wing off, to give it enough angle to counteract it laying down, which the button can also do. It's lifted the nose too much. So if you run into any kind of headwind, it just, at about 110 mile an hour, it just starts to go up.
Oh, shit.
And
It did
I
that
can't,
Friday, Saturday.
and
Did it a
Sunday.
couple of times.
Did it every single. It did it in that onboard footage.
Yeah.
You can see it right before Explicit moves over on me, which, by the way, perfectly entitled to do, no issue with it. Right before he does that, it lifts up. So, and it's definitely that wing, because that boat's never done that before. So, yeah, we'll try it without that.
Could it? I'm not really that big of a fan of a wing, but could you modify the angle of the wing to help with that?
Yes, I tried that. So
You did try adjusting.
Yeah, so we were adjusting it over the weekend, and when we got it to the point where it's finally not laying down, then I went down the front straight, and it went. I tried to have a look at the sun.
Yeah.
So
That's not a good feeling.
no, it's not. It's really not, and that's what. So sorry, I got sidetracked. So that's the thing with the button. When that does that, and you've got your finger on the button, you have to mentally remember to let go of the button and then hit the cav plate.
Yeah.
That leaves a lot of time for it to keep going, and you losing all time to counteract it.
Can you modify that in the computer so when you're all the way up, it's holding, and then as soon as you try to push it down with your pedal, it'll unlock it?
No, because I could with an
It's
electric one.
It's a standalone air system.
Yeah,
No,
I
I'm
could.
saying with a switch on the pedal.
The switch is on the dash.
It's still a standalone
Yeah, so
air
As soon as you stand on the pedal, it unloads it. That's what I'm saying. Could you do that?
no, because it would
It's a
just be
standalone air
because
system.
it's designed so that
Air locks
to-
one way.
Yeah, just to stop it locking, so to stop it moving. So if me putting pressure on the pedal is the same thing as it sucking down,
Yeah.
so it's still activating that system. So
You'd have to have electronics into the air system, and they're not there.
which
Yeah.
we're
It's
going to do.
It's just it's
So so after this, I'm going to rip that air system out, or the button air, and put an electronic one.
Why,
And then
before you go, why wouldn't you just go to hydraulic like everyone else?
because you don't have feel.
Well, you do.
You don't. I promise.
I don't know about that. I like my hydraulic one.
I've tried them.
I can still feel what the boat does without me foot.
I'm just here sitting in the homeless shelter with my springs.
Well,
They offer trampoline or
No, I got the Benny Swan ones, which
Oh,
are like
HQs.
they're really long.
Bunnings.
They're probably about a metre long, I think.
I still have springs, by the way. I just
Yeah,
have
yeah.
an
Yeah, everyone's
assist.
still got springs,
Yeah,
yeah.
so, but, hydraulic system doesn't, does
No,
it?
yeah, it does
They don't-
because
they
you have
don't
the pedal
to. Oh, yeah,
return.
so
they don't
it's-
have to,
yeah.
but yeah.
So, look, the thing for me with the hydraulic system, I believe you will lose the feel because I don't think there's any way with a hydraulic system that you can make it have the back pressure feel from the water pressure.
In saying that, I believe you
Yeah,
shouldn't
well, it won't.
drive off the. You should just be driving off the arse. You
What do
can
you-
feel what the boat's doing by sitting in the seat.
You can, right?
So you
But-
can feel, all right,
so I'll
hang
give
on,
you-
let's be a bit more.
I'll give you an example. That's fine in the straight. That's how I drive the boat in the straight. It's corners where I'm saying you need the feel. So, give you an example. October.
Oh, you did explain that to me.
Yeah, October in Mildura. Boat went into the corner. It started to spin. But I can't feel that because I'm sitting in the center of the boat. So I'm in a pivot point of you won't feel the arse come around until it's really come around, right? So the arse has started to let go. The only reason I knew about it is because my pedal went from having restriction against me to almost
loose.
going to the
Yep.
floor. So I let off, turned right, caught it, went. If you have a system that gives you pressure coming back up and down, it will just have that same consistent feeling. That's my issue. So that's the only reason I don't want a hydraulic system is I don't think I'll have that feel. And I have watched other people struggle with it where they've gone, oh, I didn't feel the boat doing that. So my air system is just designed to just help me go down and then hold the pressure there. And then if I let go of the pedal, it'll just come up itself. Though saying that, it wasn't working properly at the start of the weekend. That was my other problem. So
Every system has issues.
yeah, so we've got it mostly
its own
ironed out now.
issues.
But
I've gone a little bit taller in gears for this week.
ooh, I'd love to, but I can't.
I had options. I brung 5 sets of gears with me. I got 29s, 32s, 54s, 63s, and 73s.
Yeah, right. That's the only annoying thing about running an Argo
That's a
V-Drive.
big range.
Yeah,
that's
it
a big
is.
range.
The only annoying thing about running an Argo V-Drive, as much as I love them, is I can't change gears on the fly like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did
They're
it
all
yesterday.
pressed.
Took
Yeah,
all.
that's easy.
I'll actually put another video up during the week. I actually got the ants to help me this week on the boat, so you'll see them.
Hell yeah.
And the
Yeah, I'm
minions
gonna-
running around.
I'm going to run it with 73s on Friday. I think it's probably too far just to see what we got.
If you don't mind me asking, what RPM you're getting to now?
74 with 63s.
So do you reckon it's going to kill the RPM, or do you reckon the engine's got enough to keep it going?
I think it will, but if it only loses sort of 400 and goes back to $7,000, I think I'll be happy with that. And I think it might dull it down a little bit more coming out of a corner to help me get out of it. So that's why we're going to try that.
Yep.
If that doesn't work, Friday I'm changing it and putting 29s in.
I can't wait to see you run that combo.
It runs.
We'll just
We've used it.
I
Yeah,
haven't seen it.
Yeah,
Wow.
no one's seen it.
No
Yeah,
one's seen it.
I want to see it.
Well, I didn't run it with 29, so no one's actually seen the 29s. I run it with 32s.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Was that the secret test track?
I think
I think everyone knows where that test track is.
your philosophy on that is definitely spot on. Whether it works,
We'll find out.
Well, I'm pretty
He's wrong
I'm
until
pretty
he's-
confident we're going to find out Saturday morning.
He's wrong until he proves it right.
yeah. Regardless, we'll find out Saturday morning.
All right. And for anyone that's like following along too, and I've had a few people message me and they don't understand how the points and all that work and how the heats work and
I
how
did
you get
explain
where
it.
and everything else.
I did explain it on my Facebook page.
Yeah,
But
you
yeah.
need. So the day you progress through the day off race times. Points has got zero to do with it. It's all off race times. The points go towards the tally overall at the end.
That's right.
So your race times is what make you better. So essentially, you've got like three or four chances to get to the final.
Yeah,
Of
so you got to
setting a fast race time.
yeah,
Right,
so your
okay,
hot laps
So it's all of the races.
over 2 weekends
Well, so they get
for
you
point scores.
the
for
times.
point scores, yeah.
The times get you to your next stage.
Yeah. So your hot
So if
laps get your
If you have a
heats.
failed stage,
Yeah.
you still get another option.
But getting into the semis, you can use the races all the way through that weekend.
No,
or
only
it's
the
just
previous
that
one.
Previous,
Only the
that's
previous
what I
one.
thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My favourite part about how this system works is not giving points for hot laps, because that makes it because someone that does really well in hot laps, you got
Like Michael Newton.
it's a really hard to make up that because it's
a bigger gap.
it's a massive gap.
Yeah.
They give themselves a massive buffer
That's
for
right.
you to chase down. That's the only part that I dislike about the other series, the way they run that. But other than that, on this, having it just points for just the racing and time progresses, I think that's an awesome system.
Yeah, I like the system because
Yeah.
you got it. I've said it for ages. You've got to be rewarded for having a fast boat.
100% you do, but it needs to
Got
be fair across
rewarded
the
for having
board.
a fast boat.
Yeah, it needs to be a fair way across the board. So just because you win the final doesn't mean you're going to win overall. So you'll get bragging rights for winning the final, but you may not win
And the
Yeah.
everything.
the point system's that close. So we've got some boats on that list that have had. Well, everyone above us has had more races than us.
Yeah.
To get the points, but there's some people that are only 1 point ahead
yeah,
because they had issues or whatever in their first two heats, but they managed to scrape into a semi-final
because they were fast. They only
because
needed
they
one
got
fast
because they were
race.
fast in a repecharge, which you don't get points for.
Yeah, or
And
they
that
were
got 'em
fast
into
in
the final.
general.
Just before we go on to the next segment, I wanted to just recognise Brett Nidry.
Yeah.
So Tate hurt the engine earlier on Sunday, and they put Brett Layton's untested,
Yep.
brand new engine.
Yep.
I would not
Hadn't
like
even-
to know how much that thing cost them.
Yeah.
And straight out, fired it up in the pits, straight out in a race, wide open throttle down start.
Yep. It was pretty cool, and I was speaking to Brett about that afterwards, and he was like, "I don't want to do this," and they were like, "We're doing it." And it's not that he,
No dyno time, no nothing.
Nothing,
not a
man.
single thing on it.
Not
He
one fire.
You know the post he put on Facebook.
No, I haven't seen nothing.
Needing gaskets.
Oh, yeah.
That was for that engine.
Oh, shit. Yeah, right.
So that's how close.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's done nothing. So I completely agree with Hayden. Credit to
Yeah,
him
right.
to have. Obviously, he was still worried because it's someone else's big dollars on the
That
line.
exact engine, well, not that exact engine,
Yeah.
but that
grenaded itself
That
last time
engine-
from a part failure, which has
Massive.
nothing to do with Brett either.
Massive
So
failure.
still, yeah, it's something you would be scared about. But yeah, credit to his skills as an engine builder because that thing screamed.
Yeah, 100%. So I wanted to recognise that, and yeah, mate, I was right in front of him during that race, and I turned around when he went over the line. I just looked at him, I'm like, how the hell did you do that? And he looked at me, and he was just blank,
Yeah.
completely blank. He was, I reckon his pants got about probably
yeah.
a kilo heavier.
Yeah. I reckon they would have too.
So anyway, we'll
All right, we'll move this on to the next segment. I'll move on to sport.
Fucking meow.
We were probably already in sport, but I got a little nugget on the weekend of information that I thought some people might know, like to know. It's not meant to be common knowledge, but
Everyone knows.
this is
I
the
don't-
rumour mill,
I
not
don't
the
care.
sport. Not
And
the
like,
sport
like I've said
section.
heaps of times, there's about 6 blokes that listen to this, so it's not really going to go too far. But I found it pretty cool that Hyundai have started to develop a V8 engine.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I have heard that.
That'd be cool.
Conversation.
They do pretty well. Well, them and when Kia was thing, they do some pretty fast cars in the 4-cylinder and 6-cylinders, or
Yeah,
V6s
yeah.
and that, and they're all pretty handy.
Yeah. So this engine is getting designed for a supercar series in Europe or something like that. It's
It's going to be a super fast i30.
apparently it's about 5.3 litres, twin turbo, aluminium engine block.
They couldn't bring it down to
Don't-
5.2 litres.
Yeah, that'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Fucking
but
oath
it's
it would
still
be.
turbos, so
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but at least that's a combo. Even if they can't run turbos in supercars,
probably won't be something you can buy off the shelf either. I'm going to
No,
assume.
but I'm
Nah.
saying it'll be a combo that they could probably adjust to suit the supercars class if they was to go down that route.
Yeah.
No, they wouldn't have enough power. If they're turbo on it, wouldn't have
No,
enough power.
but it's a developed V8 engine, and then
Yeah.
you redevelop that to be naturally aspirated,
Yeah, if you've got plenty of money.
Yeah.
which they do.
Well, we don't.
Well,
Supercars do.
yeah, but they wouldn't. You couldn't do it if
Yeah,
they're
I
turbo
just-
on.
I
It
just-
hasn't got the power there. But yeah,
I just thought it was a pretty cool bit of information. Well, Hyundai are in the rally car and they're doing all sorts
Yeah.
of shit with that, turbos and whatever else. So they're going to know what they're doing. But one of the engineers on the team is from NASCAR. So,
Yeah, that's going to be a killer.
yeah, right.
yeah.
Dollars getting thrown around like nothing.
Yeah. Anyway, so that was the only thing I had for sport. So, has anyone else got anything for sport?
No.
Brenton's got a motorbike rundown, but we might do that next week. 'Cause,
Yeah, we'll do that
we're
next
still running pretty long, and we've got a couple of more segments to do.
We're still excited about this weekend, so fuck motorbikes.
I do have a boat racing sport thing, but
Yeah.
we can wait till the end if you want.
Go for it.
No,
Okay.
just chuck in.
It's another bit of a thing I don't think is common knowledge yet.
Yeah,
so
good.
apologies to
Yeah,
the person.
we like these ones.
Yeah, apologies to the person that told me. But
We love being
and
first.
I'll be right, and I'll be a good person, and I will not say who told me, but I'll say the information. So I was speaking to the American team yesterday, and one of them led me to believe that
Which American team?
no. One of them not led me to believe. Well, let slip. No, it was a general conversation, and just said that they're going to try and get. Well, they've got a pretty good chance of getting funds together to bring 8 or 10 of us over to America to race them.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Sick.
Fuck, that'd be cool.
And he sort of goes, we'd love to have you guys over there. So
That's pretty cool.
hopefully I'm on that list because I would kill to do that.
Yeah. That'd be a different kettle of fish, I reckon, driving on some of their
Oh,
tracks.
yeah.
Big, wide things.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to change some setup.
I was going to say take some turn fins off and
I don't have any.
Yeah, we took them all off.
well, you got none underneath the middle of the boat.
No,
Up the front I do,
Oh yeah,
but none down the back.
yeah. Neither.
we-
I don't reckon they need them.
we tried to take it off,
I'm
but he wouldn't let
seriously
us.
considering taking the front one off too.
Oh my
You run
god.
turn fin on the cave gear or not even there?
No,
Okay.
I did put one on to try tomorrow just to see what happens, see if it makes it worse or better. I'm pretty confident it's going to make it worse.
we're pretty confident of taking the centre fin off.
Run no fins.
No thanks.
Well, because the
Well,
big.
the only reason I
that.
didn't because I thought I've got to drive the fucker out of this creek here. Once I get out of the creek, it doesn't matter.
Imagine that trying to get out of the
Yeah,
creek
nah.
and you just
Yeah, this is-
straight to a tree.
Well, close.
that's why I sort of decided not to. But when we get home, maybe at the test track, I might take it off and leave the boat ramp. And if it steers, it steers. I'll get faster and faster. If it doesn't steer, I'll just turn it off and someone can come get me.
That would be so scary.
There's that many big strategies under there. We think it'll be right.
Yeah.
They're nice and deep, like a tunnel boat. I don't know if that thing.
This conversation will go on too long if we get into that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
well.
Anyways, get
All right,
into the next bit.
segment.
Clear as day, clear as mud, rule book review.
How good is it how we got the sponsor in the room sitting with us?
Yes, that's why we called him up.
We couldn't
In the same town, better come in.
Definitely pretty handy.
So we couldn't find a dartboard here at the pub for Micky to throw the dart, but luckily we anticipated not being able to find a dartboard, and we threw one at home before we left. So we got that. We threw dart number 7, which ends us up on page 42. Is that right, Hayden?
That is right.
That is right.
42. So Mikey's here to pick a rule on that page. So what one are we checking out?
I reckon we're going with 804.021.
Oh, yeah? That's a relatively new one because
It is.
It's in bold.
It is in bold. That's why I picked it.
All right. I'll read it out.
Would you like me to read it out? Or you to read it out? You got a better voice than me. I'll stutter.
Does it sound sexy?
Go for it,
I
Mike.
can neither confirm nor deny.
You can read it if you want.
No, you read it. I
right,
will
all
stutter like a
That doesn't mean I won't.
jumping clown.
All right. This is under hulls and machinery in the section of the rulebook. 804.021. For inboard displacement boats with reinforced cockpit, vessels must have a rollover lift bracket or eyelet permanently attached to the rear top area of the cockpit and accessible in all configurations, not under a cowl, etc. The bracket or eyelet must have at least a 3/4 inch hole and be strong enough to support the weight of the boat should it need to be righted for rescue purposes. Now, this one, I think, probably might be a little bit controversial. I'm going to guess that's why you fucking picked it.
Maybe.
Well, I
I've got
don't know.
lots of
What's
opinions.
accessible in all configurations?
Yeah.
They're saying
Which
if
is,
there's a cow on the boat or not.
Yeah, I guess that's what it means. It's
I
not
think they're
hidden
more
somewhere
saying
or
no matter if it's upside down, sideways, up, down.
there's a hook on the
Reverse.
outside.
Yeah, there's a
as long
hook
as
on
it-
the outside. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
as long as it's accessible from the out extremities of the boat.
Yeah.
Well, the rule seems pretty straightforward to me. I know when this come in, there was a fair bit of shit on Facebook. People saying, "Oh, that won't be strong enough to lift your boat." Rah rah rah. Well, it doesn't have to lift your boat. Nowhere there does it say
It actually
lift your
does.
boat.
No, it's a
Says
support.
It says support
the
the
weight.
weight of the boat should it need to be righted.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but what?
which
So
means
the
it's
weight
still
of the boat
underwater.
in water is a shitload less.
Then
than it
out
is-
of the water.
Yeah.
yes, but
The rest
I
is
would
pretty
argue-
straightforward.
I would argue,
Of course you will.
right?
I like this. I like arguments.
Right?
Let's go.
I would argue that if they used it to retrieve the boat, right? So if you have to go down into the water, so the boat's sunk,
On the
right?
bottom.
If it's down, it's like picking up a bathtub straight up.
Okay.
Surely that's going to be heavier if you're trying to pull
It's
it.
not
up.
heavier. Nah.
It's not because you're not trying to pull the water as well. The water just moves around it and supports.
You can't pull
not
it
at the same
fast,
time.
but it'll come up slow.
If you pull it, you're not creating an air pocket underneath, which makes it heavy. The water still flows around the boat
Okay.
and keeps lifting it at the same time.
Does say rollover lift eye bracket though.
So what? That's mainly
That's
what
generally
it's for.
what it's for,
Because it
yeah.
doesn't say to lift the boat. It says for the boat to be righted, which means if it's upside down, you can roll it over up to the right way. So let me throw this at you too. Without that, how do we lift the boat
Yeah, I know what you're going to say.
with the eye bolt at the front?
Yeah, which is also not
The
rated
same.
anywhere near.
Exactly.
Oh,
And
we worked that
eyelets
out.
at
It broke on the way down here.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
and,
Yeah, I probably didn't tell people that. I probably should have said that at
and
the start.
eyelets at the back of the boat. I'm not completely against it, right? My argument with it was so. Yes, I know we have engines and all that kind of stuff in the back of that boat. My argument, though, was if a boat runs over the top of you and you've got a hook sitting up behind the cell lid, right at the cell, and the boat hits that runs over you, gets caught up on that, and they're stuck on the top of you, that was my argument.
Are they going to get caught up on it?
They
or are
would.
they just going to
because
damage
it's
the
big-
boat?
No, I reckon there's a good chance.
There's
they'll
a
get
hot.
caught up.
There's a
Yeah,
hot.
okay,
It's
I'm
not
gonna say,
massive.
I'm going to say you can get caught on that, But if it's not there, what's stopping your fin from getting caught and wedged in the cockpit or your propeller or?
Yeah.
I agree, but I think at that point it's probably going to go over.
I think
it's like it's a jagged thing that they could get caught against. That was my only like.
I think the boat would just fall off anyway. Like if it's up that high, I think it'd just fall sort of sideways.
Sideways, or it'd sink straight away. The boat underneath was going to go to the bottom.
But the rule itself, would we all agree that it's
clear?
It's pretty clear. We might not agree with the rule or what it's used for, but it's pretty clear what you should have.
Yes.
Yeah, it's pretty clear.
So it's got to be attached to the rear top area of the cockpit. Mm-hmm. So, what would
Well,
you say
hang on.
That's probably not.
That's not that clear because the rear top. So yours is wrong because it's on top.
But
Or is that the rear of the back?
So the way I would assume, the rear 50% of the cockpit, that's the rear, because otherwise it's the front. When does the rear become the rear? When does the front become the front?
Yeah.
When does the top become the bottom and the bottom become the top at halfway?
Yeah.
That's what I would go with.
Aren't they saying that like the they want to attach to the back top part of the back of the cell? That's what it's meant.
That's
to read.
what it's meant to read, but it doesn't.
The rear top.
That's what it actually. That's what it
possibly.
reads, but you can interpret it at the top.
But I've seen on certain boats in the pits down here at the moment, there's not even load rated lifting points. Like they are.
Because you don't need them. Doesn't say in the
There's
rule.
no
you need
load
rated.
Yeah.
You're not lifting the boat.
Dude, they're
Hayden.
bent around a circle, not even welded. As soon as you go to lift that at any weight, it's opening itself.
Are you
up.
saying
we
that-
don't even have to
are
have
you
a helmet
saying-
standard.
Are you saying
Why
that
would
they
we have load ratings on hooks?
are you saying they have that as
Yeah.
this lifting eye?
Yeah.
I've seen it.
Well, that's just their stupid fault, isn't it?
Can't remember who it is, but I've seen it in
Yeah,
the pits.
But
Yeah,
I
I'm not
agree,
dobbing anyone in.
I agree with that. Because if it meets the rule,
It meets the rule,
it
but
ain't going
why-
to do jack shit. They probably disagree with the rule, so they've just done something to satisfy the rule maker. And away they race. It'll probably never get used. If it does have to get used, and it's going to not suit them. Because
I'll tell you what. There's one boat in the country, and that's the AFPGP with a crane on the front, and that's purely for
exactly
lifting the
right.
driver into the boat.
This is my point.
But that's not what it's for. It's to turn the boat back up the right way
Yeah.
if it's underwater and
And when
upside
do
down.
we
You can
when
hook
do we
onto
do
it.
that at the bank with 40 people?
Well,
Because they can't work out how to do it on the fucking
To be honest
water.
with you, the boat shouldn't sink.
Well, they
Correct.
didn't, but
So
you still
it
went there
didn't, but they still
flat
want it-
upside down.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
just think about it this way. Okay, so if that was to happen,
It's a whole
here,
nother book of worms, that one.
If that was to happen here, right? We have a boat go upside down, and they need to use that hook. What are they using? Are they just going to be
Use a
getting a
jet
ski
ski.
boat and just
50-year-old
roll it
rope that snaps.
over? We've seen that too.
Don't
Yeah,
start.
That was pretty fun.
yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah. Look, I think that the hooks would be better off on either side of the cell, lower down.
Well, is it the Yanks that have it?
Yeah, they got
all
them.
the way
They
around?
got three of them. Yeah.
Three
Yeah.
in there. That's
I don't believe that's the necessary. Hook it on the eye bolt, tow it backwards, and it'll turn itself over and then keep going.
Exactly
won't.
right.
The
No,
eye-
no,
will.
I've seen it.
No,
We've
it
seen it
won't.
before.
I've tried that.
The
It
eye-
will sometimes,
the
but
eye
a lot
bolt's
of the
literally
time
the
what
same
will
thing.
happen, because a lot of the time what will happen is as you go to tow it backwards, right, it'll pull the boat
Around.
around.
Yeah, I have seen that happen.
So
too.
what you actually need to do,
Yeah.
the proper way to recover an upside down boat, right, is so you have one on the
Sideways.
eyelet,
Yeah.
right? Then you have one longer rope going over the top of the hull and around and hooking on to where I'm saying it should be
Yeah.
on the side of the cell. But
Yeah.
you could do the top. And then what you do, you drive the boat sideways
Yeah.
and the shorter rope will pull the nose around. And at the same time, the longer rope will roll the boat.
And then you got to let go of the longer rope. You got to be
Correct.
able to let go of it.
Yeah, so you have it like, probably looped up on
Looped,
something,
yeah.
and then you quickly unloop it and let it go once
Yeah.
the boat starts running up. That's how you ride a boat.
Yeah.
That is the only way it'll ever
Yeah.
work properly.
That's
and
how they
quickly.
tried the yank one.
Yeah, but they weren't
And
doing
then
it. I watched
they
them,
weren't doing it
doing
right.
properly.
No.
So you got to have... You
The
gotta
front
have,
rope was too short. And the middle
Yeah.
rope was too long.
Correct. You got to have it on the one vessel, and it can't be a jet ski.
Yeah.
Because it hasn't got...
No, it wasn't
Jet
on the
ski's
jet
not-
ski. It was on the boat.
Yeah, so you need left corner. So say if you want one on one corner of the boat, one on the other corner, and then as you start to go, it'll pull the nose around and then roll the boat at the same time.
Yeah.
Then you let go of it. And
You've
then the
got to
nose
let go
one
so
tows
they
it
don't
up.
just keep going straight. Yeah.
That's the proper way to ride a boat.
Yeah.
So yes, okay.
It's
the
clear as.
rollover eye would probably help with that, but you can do it with the rear corner.
It's clear anyway.
It's
Which is
clear,
clear.
regardless.
Yeah.
That rule's clear.
Oh, look,
Clear
there's
as
Chris Palmer.
day.
Is it?
It is
Shit, let's throw stuff at him.
peak male form right there.
Yeah, if you didn't hear it, I didn't know Mick was pressing the button, but Chris Palmer's in the pool.
Yeah.
Very funny. Right, so we'll get on to the next bit.
What's the next bit? Questions. We got any
Yeah,
questions?
we got two.
We have got questions.
Oh, nice. Thanks, boys.
Lucky I looked because we got a second one.
Who are they from?
I don't know the date. What's the date today?
Doesn't matter. We're on holidays.
Today is a date.
It's Wednesday.
Stupid phone. Do your thing.
It's the 21st. I don't know how long it took you to do that, but yep, right up.
Yeah, I can't.
So a couple of days ago
Yeah,
we
yeah,
got
I
one,
can see,
and
yeah.
a week ago we got one.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll play the week ago one.
Who's that from?
Peter Williams. So I think he's done a couple.
Yeah, he's done.
Yeah.
So we'll go with him.
Hey guys, just wondering if you can ask around the pits this weekend what's happening with all the blown alcohol displacements that are in the shed getting rebuilt. People are running out of money. People are coming back later on to the sport, getting ready for end of sea, et cetera, et cetera. A few that come to mind, Chasing Cash and Bulldog, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah. If you can ask around the pits and see who's coming back and who's given up and et cetera, get back to us. Cheers.
That's a good question. We could probably do that. I think there's a few of them around here. I think
There's
I've
a
seen
couple.
Heath. Heath
I spoke to
Cash is around.
I know
Yeah.
Heath isn't far off with his.
After the repair.
Yeah.
I
I
know
wouldn't
that.
call it a repair. I would
Or
call
a
it
rebuild.
full-on rebuild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
know that
they,
there's
they
a
have
couple
put
of them.
in...
You go, Hayden. You tell us who
I know
you
the Bulldog boat
Yep.
is in. The boat's in perfect condition. Their engine, they're waiting on parts from the States, but they're not really pushing hard because they're concentrating
I
on
can go
their
a little
business
bit
and their
further
life.
on that. The engine that was in the boat
Is it down here?
is here in another boat
Didn't turn it up.
because they're building another engine.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Well, they're
Is it in
they're
Turn It
actually-
Up?
Yep.
Yeah.
Are you
That-
sure?
Bits and pieces between that one and the Crossy one.
I was going to say, I think, haven't they made a hybrid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the blower that was on that, blower and hat that was on that engine is not on that engine
No.
anymore.
No,
Which
so
is
it's
Crossy's blower and hat.
yeah,
But
so it's
the
bits and
old-
pieces of everything.
The old Turn It Up engine is in the Bad
Yeah,
Alsatian
which I
boat.
knew that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, that's them. I can tell you, Ryan Hall's arisen is he's
Still a work in
he's-
progress.
He's busy working and trying to find time to do it. He's trying to find workers and stuff so he can sort of slow down a little bit, work and get time on the boat. But yeah, that's one. But yeah, everyone else around here, I guess we could, if we see someone, we can.
Supernova? Where are they?
That's
in my
in
shed.
that's in Bly Park.
in my
There you
shed at the moment.
Okay.
I could have given it to him before I left, but
They wasn't
weren't-
gonna
they
get him
weren't
here.
No. But yeah,
Okay. There you go.
I don't think there's many other else. It's,
I
How
think-
about we put a list together for
yeah,
next
we'll
week,
do that.
and we'll
We'll-
we'll get back
Yeah,
to it.
we'll talk to the guys and see what we can see around here on the weekend. And
Did you have a
yeah,
scoop
get
there,
into
Mick? Mikey,
A what?
a scoop? You had something.
I'm thinking. No, not at the moment.
probably
Heath-
people.
Heath's the
a
only
lot
one.
of people. Well, probably everyone we know knows. But Avogo's gone to New Zealand, so that's not coming back out here.
I do have a scoop.
Go for it.
Rick Duddington
Yes.
oh yeah,
finally has his boat.
yeah, I
It
heard
has
that.
been picked up.
I heard that
Has been picked up.
he went. and
So he
picked it
won't
up.
be far off coming back out. His engine's definitely done. He's got heaps of bits off me to finish his boat. And
Who's that?
Start it.
Bad fusion.
Bad Fusion.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
Never known his name. Okay,
And so Bad Fusion's been sold as well.
that went.
Michael Phillips.
Michael
that?
Phillips.
Yep.
Yep.
What's
so
going on
that-
with the Kraken boat? Where's that going?
That's still for sale, isn't it?
I don't know if I want to get into that conversation.
Yeah, right.
My opinions.
Copy that.
But yeah, it's still for sale.
Yeah. So that we'll get a bit of a list together on what's
Yeah, we'll
what's
try
out
and
there.
do that.
There was a post done on Facebook a couple of days ago that
Was there?
yeah.
Yeah, that listed a couple
a-
and
there
was
was a
asking
list, yeah.
where they were or whatever. Yeah.
All
All
right.
right. Play the. What's
Yeah.
who's the next question?
The next one is Tommy Sawyer.
You heard
Oh,
of
yeah?
this bloke?
Oh, yeah, a couple of times.
He ran around the pits last weekend.
He was.
Hey guys, hope you are all keeping nice and relaxed and cool
Yeah, we
before
are.
Berry this weekend. Just a question about running down your engine after a race. We see some people do it, some people not do it. Nudo touched base last week about having to get the engine at the right idle speed so it goes into neutral so he can do it. And, well, unlucky for Hayden, we did see what happened at Mildura. Is there any reason why, some people do and some people don't do it, and why you can't shut it off and then restart, knock it out of gear and restart it again to run it down? Is there any reason behind any of that, or can you give us some insight? Thanks.
I can. I'll run you through my one. So I think it's screw charges in general. So the PSI, it flogs a shitload of fuel in. So if you don't run it out and you just shut it off, it dumps a shitload of fuel into the cylinders, and then if you try to start it, it can hydraulic
Yeah,
it.
for sure.
So normally if I can't get it out of gear, I'll just shut it off, and then we'll pull it up to the pits and pull the spark plugs out, wind it over by hand, get all the shit out, and go again.
Or if you can start it fast enough
If you
after
can
shutting
get
it
it
off.
done, if you can get it
do
done
the
quickly,
same.
like shut it off, back it out of gear, and hit the button again, like pretty quickly, you'll fire it up and get it out. But yeah, normally at the end of a race, you're sort of a bit flustered and coming to the bank and trying to find yourself room, whatever. So if it's too hard. Every time last weekend I was trying to put out a gear. A couple of times I got it, a couple of times it wouldn't come out, so I just shut her off, coast her in, and deal with it later. But yeah, I think the roots blowers, I think you can get away with it a little bit more because they don't flog as much fuel in.
You still need to do it, but yeah, you got to. Because I noticed when
You don't flog as much into the hat.
no, because I noticed when Clarkey comes in, he takes that one takes ages to run down.
Yeah, so does
mine
Michael.
does too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so because my process is I pick a point and just hit the fuel shut off while I'm still in gear and just let it run out of fuel and
But it idles
Conk
up
out.
pretty quick.
yeah,
Doesn't it?
you just pick a point.
Yeah.
It's not much quicker. Like I just so say at Mildura, I've sort of worked out it's about 10 or 15 seconds or something like that. It's between hitting the fuel shut off and it being out. So, yeah, I'll come out of that corner at the end of the black flag, and when I'm almost back to the bank, I just go straight out with the fuel because mine won't go into neutral. Doesn't matter what I do. So,
You won't get it in.
nah, I struggle to. My box is so strong that I struggle because it's got such a big spring in it. I struggle to get it into neutral without the engine holding it
Yeah, right.
in gear. So mine will not go to neutral no matter how much air pressure I put into it. So, yeah, I just run it down while I'm in gear. So, yeah, definitely I've heard with the root style blowers. Sorry, the screw style blowers, they put a heap of fuel in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and you can hurt it. So,
Do you run you try to always run yours down, or
Yeah,
if you don't,
so
it's no
that's
big
what
deal, or-
that's what I was doing when I was coming into the beach. As I'm coming, I'll never drive around the track without my belts on. But as I'm coming around the last corner and heading back to where you're on that same straight, I'll throw my belts off and I've got to twist myself around and get a real my arm right behind me, and then I've got to drive into the pits. When I've got to the certain point, timed, I then knock it into gear. Usually on the hunt, it's usually pretty easy to get it out of gear. But mate, when I ran up the bank, it would not come out, and I went to go up and flick it off, and it just didn't. I just committed with the gearbox. But yeah, as I'm watching, I'll get to a point and I'll just knock it into gear, knock it into neutral, and then you let the engine settle, and then you push your fuel off, and then you'll hear it hunt, and then the revs go right up because obviously it's leaning itself out. And then once it gets to that really high point before it even starts the shutter, I'll switch the ignition off. That way
shouldn't
you
need
know
to
you've
flick it
pulled
off.
all the fuel off.
Yeah, we
the
used
No,
turn it
I don't want to turn it off with running it out of fuel
we
because it
used to do
starts to
that.
run a little bit rough. I don't want to do that.
We used to do that, but it became a pain in the ass for me, so I just let it run out, and that's it. Once I've done that, I'm starting to take my gear off.
I've heard certain, like with our engine even, certain times you'll try and turn it off with just running out of fuel, and it'll have those little bits of fuel left in the pockets of the blower, and it'll pop and fart. I don't want that shit. That's just knocking the engine around for no reason.
Yeah.
I knock it around for no reason, just as it is. Not alone turning it off.
Yeah, I guess I just
You got a Casale box in yours, Had?
Yes.
Yeah,
General Casale, not a Nidri.
So our ones don't even
newbie,
have a spring that you got to push out of gear.
There you go. That's why.
But we
It
still.
was so hard to get
Springs
out of
hold in gear.
But ours, literally, the thing holding ours in gear is like the drive
lever.
of the engine.
Yeah. So I've got drive of the engine plus a spring.
Yeah,
So its default setting is drive.
yeah.
So if all else fails,
Yeah.
it's drive, not neutral.
The spring in a Casale is on the
Oh, no, it's on the backside.
the drive dog, not the driven dog.
Yeah. And I would say that's why, like, who jumped out of gear? Nathan? He jump out of gear?
Troy definitely did.
Oh, I'm pretty sure he did a lot more than jump out of gear.
Well, it did
Pretty sure that
neutralise through the
destroyed a
corner.
box, didn't it?
Yeah, I think so. That's what I heard. Yeah.
So I think that's why, because I can't jump out of gear. It's physically impossible for my box to jump out of gear without something being destroyed.
Yeah, Casale's the same.
Yeah. So
Unless that actual lever in our cockpit moves, it can't come out of gear. It's locked in there.
even though the spring's forcing it into neutral?
The spring's not forcing it into neutral.
No, the other way around.
The spring only moves if it ratchets. So our spring's on the drive dog, not the driven dog.
Oh,
the driven
sorry.
dog is
I
the one
understand
you're
what you
moving
mean
in
now.
and out of gear.
Because I guess I couldn't understand why so many people would be jumping out of gears, coming into corners and stuff. I've seen it happen quite a few times, and I'm like, I don't even think I could make my boat do that.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
the Argo boxes and the Haynes and that are all on the other side. So it can, if you ratchet hard enough, it can throw it, and if the lever catches, it'll just hold it out. Hold it out. So in the Haynes boxes, when we did the ratchets, we machined the dog out wider, so the fork, we worked out where the fork
selector to
was,
move
or
the
the
gear.
selector,
When it
out of the
ratcheted,
road, so it didn't touch it. So because that's what you touch that and it just froze it, and then it's locking them out of gear.
Yeah, mine can't do that because it's got a spring. It won't do it. I can't, without physically locking the lever, I can't hold it out of neutral. So I use air pressure to hold it in neutral.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Oh
can
yeah,
make it.
right. That's strong.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
right.
so even like
Yeah, so yours can't jump out of gear.
no,
If it
no,
jumps
it's
out, it gets flung
physically
back
impossible.
in.
No matter what
Yeah.
happens, it,
Yeah.
it cannot jump out of gear. So it'll
Yeah.
always,
So
even if
Haynes-
it jumps, even if it forces itself to neutral, right, for a little bit,
It gets sprung back
it
in.
will spring itself.
Yeah.
out.
Haynes is the same, but if you run a lever to move it and hold it out of gear,
It will
which
fall in.
that lever
Yeah.
can
Yes.
flick when it ratchets and then lock itself out.
Sorry.
Of gear.
So that is true. Yeah. So, but no, the way I run my thing, I don't have a lever. I have an air switch which pushes the ram out, which just holds it in neutral.
Yeah.
And then in my hoon boats, I have a I use like a bit of all thread on the end of the lever and pull it through the gearbox plate, and then have
That's clear. Yeah.
a thing that clicks over.
Yeah.
So that way,
can't
so
go back.
it can never lock itself out
Yeah.
of gear.
Yeah.
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 On its own.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can
yeah,
lock it
yeah.
out of gear, but it can't do it on
Yeah,
its own.
yeah.
There you go. The more you know about gearboxes, huh? They're all
Yeah.
different.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's all our questions. So if you want to send in any questions, send them through the memo.fm link. They're all pretty
I think
straightforward.
you should know where it is by now.
Yeah.
Bet
Yeah,
Tommy didn't know that I was going to be on the podcast when he sent that one in.
He definitely didn't.
The pit
I didn't
crew.
an hour ago.
How'd the pit crew go, Joel? Plenty of shit going on in there.
Not a lot. No, I think everyone's a bit busy down here.
Yeah, they're probably.
How about
are,
I post that video of Duff right now for you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
do
yeah,
that.
Would that make you happy?
Yeah, that's a nice looking.
Hang on, Nick. I got some insider information.
Oh,
Walmsley's on the way with the boat.
Spectacular news.
So it ran. It
It
ran.
ran,
okay.
it was, yeah,
did it
awesome.
run? Did he say how it ran?
Nah, but it's on his way.
The
Packed in
problem-
the trailer, on the way.
The problem is by the time someone hears this when it comes out,
It'll be
Friday,
already here. It'll be here tomorrow at lunchtime. Oh, yeah, Thursday lunchtime. Sorry, guys.
Excellent.
See you yesterday.
Yeah. All right. Meme of the week. We're going to do that. Might as well.
Might as well.
I'll
It's
send
quick.
mine through.
Yeah, I got mine in there.
Should have got Mikey to send mine through. Probably take him too long
Slack.
to find one.
Too long.
Slack.
All right, here's the first one.
Bad motorboat accident is when you almost drown. A good motorboat accident is when you almost suffocate.
Fucking hell.
I didn't expect that. That was left field.
Oh, these
What do I got
mine.
now?
We mop with a mop, but we don't broom with a broom. Like, we sweep with a broom, but if you told me to broom with a broom, it'd sound crazy. But we rake with a rake, shovel with a shovel, we mow with a mower, we drill with a drill, we hammer with a hammer. But then we bake cookies and cook bacon and then sweep with a broom instead of brooming with a broom. We mop with a...
Yeah.
Is that good enough for you?
That's sticking a bit too hard, isn't it?
Yeah.
English is weird.
Yeah. He's got a weird brain, that bloke.
Yeah. God, he never stops thinking.
He don't sleep at night.
This is Hayden's one, but it's a video.
Yeah, just everyone's got to.
Hey.
Everyone's got to get.
Suff-
I'm going to be sending this. HST, right?
We know what that is.
So
We will have to put that.
I'll tell you what, it doesn't matter. You don't have to put it
Yeah.
up. Everyone's seen it.
everyone's
Oh, yeah.
already said
That
it.
is the best.
Nathan's dancing.
Jason is MVP on those memes this week. They are not said memes, so yes, they don't suit this medium. But man, I still had to put them up because I was in tears yesterday watching those.
You should
The
have put
one
up his-
today
you
was
should have
the
put up
funniest
his American
shit.
accent one. That was phenomenal.
That was really good too.
That was
yeah.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like even the Americans were like, that was funny. Like that's. I was like, oh, that's a brave post, and then they all started laughing, and I was like,
Yeah.
got away with it.
He sometimes does, sometimes
Yeah,
doesn't.
yeah. He deletes it. Oh, that didn't go to plan.
And maybe we should delete this and put that as my meme this week.
That was so good. I was laughing.
Yeah,
my
no, Nathan
head
did
off.
really well on that. He's very funny.
All right, we'll wrap her up. Good luck to everyone racing this weekend in Berry.
Yep.
Hope everyone stays safe and I beat yous all.
Come and say hello
Likewise.
at the show and shine.
Yeah, come
Yeah,
say hello.
Keno's for
You'll,
that
you'll
too.
see the High Speed Garage banner up around somewhere.
It's going to be a race to see who gets front and center.
We will.
And
I'll beat you there.
yeah,
I'm in front of you in the pits. I'm going to see you leaving and block you off.
my boat's cooler than yours.
we're leaving first. We're just not even going.
Surely you win the show and shine, Nudo.
No, my boat's not
No,
that neat when you look. It looks good from afar.
Fucking dirty.
Doesn't
Did
matter.
they
Just
have a
keep it from
competition
afar.
on
Nah.
at the Berry one?
Nah.
The Gogo one?
No, we all
There's
stood
fucking
round
plenty
and
of
looked
stickers
at
on some wings, but
Yeah, I saw lots of High Speed Garage stickers over the weekend.
it. All right, let's end this. Emily's sitting over there in the corner all silent and probably wanting to go have dinner or something.
She's,
I want to go have dinner.
yeah, we're all hungry here.
All right, see
Right
yous all next
See
week.
yous.
See you guys.
Shout out to Elite Forklifts and Access Equipment. They're your go-to for short and long-term rentals on forklifts and access machines. Plus, they handle all the servicing, maintenance and delivery too. They also supply portable toilets and showers for events and construction.
Also, if you mention the High Speed Garage podcast when you call, you will get a 10% discount on hire and transport. So for all your equipment and amenity needs, remember Elite Forklifts and Access Equipment. And don't forget the High Speed Garage discount.